Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Johnny Woodard Presents Broken Simulation, starring Johnny Woodard. We're in it.
Hot topics.
As of, this will go out Wednesday morning, but as of this exact moment, the 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico just took effect.
Oh, damn, dude. Damn.
The stock market did not like it today.
Yeah, it's gonna buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to get weird.
But we had Honda announcing, it was sourced today. It was reported today that Honda is going to start making the new Civic EV, I think, hybrid
go.
Civic, which was going to be in Mexico, is going to be made in America now.
Good. More. Bring States. More back. Have humans build it.
Taiwan Semiconductor is going to invest $100 billion in the United States. That's a new thing.
I tried to buy some stuff at the airport yesterday. Nobody at the cash register, only self-checkout. I'm like, guys, you're killing yourself. Get over it. I want to do... The only time I do self-checkout, Johnny, is if the line's out the door to the human cash register. That's it.
How did you get there from what we were just talking about?
Jobs.
Oh,
Jobs.
Okay. Yeah. Jobs. I mean, you can forget about checkout people. That's over, dude. Those jobs are gone.
We got to have jobs for people.
Well, they'll be stocking shelves for a while until that robot I said that word. That
Johnny!
That Elon is working on, until that robot can stack shelves and stops attacking people in China. Yeah, I mean, then no jobs for people. No jobs.
You don't think that was done on purpose? Just to cause chaos?
Probably. Yeah, well, yeah, probably.
Nothing's real, Johnny. You know that.
I mean, honestly, I think it was like probably a malfunction. The thing just fell or something, but it's just scary to watch it kind of move like a human.
Yeah, what's scary is those robot dogs.
Yeah, which they've had those forever, dude.
Yeah.
What's scary is when you put an AI in a robot dog. Now, that's scary.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That freaks me out. But yeah, the tariffs, that's an official thing. And then Trump also announced the strategic Bitcoin reserve, which is, you got Peter Schiff, who's, one of the loudest critics of crypto altogether.
Of course.
He's a gold guy. He tweeted that Donald Trump, the first crypto president, just helped pull off the biggest crypto rug pull of all time. A congressional investigation is now warranted to find out the following regarding this pump and dump scheme. Who authored the 2 Sunday afternoon posts?
Is he wrong?
On the president's thing. What do you think?
I mean, dude, so his buddy buys a bunch, he makes an announcement, guy sells it all, then it just goes. I mean, dude, here's the whole thing. You can you can go, hey, Trump's doing some good stuff, while at the same time believe that Biden was the worst president we've ever had.
Totally.
You can hold both of those.
Yeah, it's a low bar to clear for Trump.
Yeah,
Who knew about the first post in advance, and when were they first informed of the wording of the post and the timing of its release? How much money those with advance notice spent buying XRP, Solana, Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, and if they sold, the exact timing of those sales and the proceeds received. We also need all the emails or text messages that involved any members of the president's staff, his or their families or friends, his campaign donors, or Truth Social employees. Jeez, that relate to either of the 2 Sunday Truth Social posts. First of all,
good luck.
If they put any of that in a text or an email, they deserve what's coming to them. They would never have done that. They're not that stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, it crypto pumped, and now it's gone back. It's gone back to where it was. Like as of right now, Bitcoin is back at like 83 right now. I think something like that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, dude, I can't believe corrupt people aren't fixing corruption. It's very crazy to me.
Isn't that funny?
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah. So, Johnny, is that our hot topic?
Yeah, I think those are the hot topics.
Well, how about
tariffs finally happened?
Can we get into some Shane Gillis? I know we can't show
SNL?
anything because SNL can suck a fat one.
Well, I want to give my take because I'm curious what you thought about it, but I'll just tell you briefly, and then I'll let you run.
I'm listening.
I thought that they had the best setup for a sketch to open SNL with maybe ever, and they completely flubbed it.
And which one was it?
The opening sketch with the Zelenskyy and Trump in the Oval Office.
Oh yeah,
and they just but here's the thing, though. Is it impossible to do that? Because the thing that happened is so insane like so over the top already that to top that is impossible. That's
No, I don't. They have listen. Saturday Night Live will always be like just a brand of the past if it refuses to make fun of the left. Yeah. You have to make fun of the left. There's a million things to make fun of Zelenskyy about.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
his coke problem, his dancing with his titties out.
Yes, yes.
Like you could do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to have the good-looking guy play. It all is so dumb.
Like they did with Biden, having Jim Carrey look so cool with the aviators.
Yeah, and then he it totally. You remember when Biden was running and Jim Carrey played him, and he played him as like this Super Saiyan guy, and it just died because it's not common sense.
It died on his ass with the funniest guy on the planet possibly playing
just
Joe Biden.
Ate it, dude.
Yeah.
Ate it, dude. So it's like, yeah, man. I mean, like you gotta make fun of the other side, and like the fact that we live in a world that is so worried about blackface and so worried about cultural appropriation, and you have an Asian guy playing a white dude is hilarious to me because I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's okay. I don't mind it. Okay, if you want to get a gay Asian to play,
that guy's funny too.
He's funny. He's funny. Okay, but you've set the standard of what the rule is.
They blew it. Yeah, they blew it with that sketch, and that was. I mean, everybody was tuning in. I bet their ratings were great for that because everybody, as soon as they saw that, they were like, "Oh, SNL, this is going to be." And then they didn't find any humor in Zelenskyy. They refused to find the humor.
Yeah, people are emotionally captured right now, and it's crazy to watch these people, and it's always rich kids. It's always rich kids. They're always on the wrong side of the situation because this doesn't affect them.
It also doesn't help them that they had maybe the best Trump impressionist alive in the room that night, and he wasn't playing Donald Trump.
I'm going to say something. I think a Trump and Shane Gillis is amazing. I gotta say this because there's a bunch of comics out there like
he's really good to me. I think he does the best Trump.
I think he's great.
Shane Gillis.
I think I think Trump impression is a cheat code. I did a little bit at my show this weekend.
It's easy.
Place went nuts.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I did one for my girl the other day, and she loved it.
But I love it. He did he did a hilarious joke about asking your girlfriend if she's banged black guys before.
Oh, that was so funny.
So
dude.
funny.
The room did not like it. Did you know?
I thought it was great.
Like he kept commenting, like I'm dying here.
No, I mean, something happened with the microphone. They handed in the microphone. I don't even know what happened. The band looked like it was laughing more this time.
Did you know there's like a pocket-sized person in the band now? Like this tiny little woman? I thought it was a girl at first, like a 9-year-old or something, but it's just... Did you notice her? Oh.
No.
I know. I watched the black guys very closely during that joke, and they kind of enjoyed it.
Well,
but you could
because, it's just like they're not getting used to being made fun of. But I'm sorry, dude. It's the best time ever. Everybody gets made fun of.
The ball's on him, though, going up there doing that.
I do have that joke going, what can I say that will, be crazy right now?
Dude, it was... Props to Shane Gillis, dude. They should have had him on that cast. I mean, that was such a mistake.
No, but it helped him out.
Oh, no, for sure. It probably did. But, I
was talking to Leonardo over this way. I go, Leonardo, who would you rather be, you or me? You're getting millions of views on your video, and every time you get canceled, you get bigger. I mean, who would you rather be? I can't get canceled.
Yeah, I mean, I told you last week I'd choose, for her, to be her, for sure, in that position, yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. So I thought it was great. I thought it's just crazy to me because Saturday Night Live is getting better. It's for some reason when Shane Gillis is on, they're like, let's get risque, right? Right? I mean, I don't watch Saturday Night Live enough, but it seems like they do more of the risky shit, which they always label as frat boy. It's it's funny. It's funny shit.
Which he got killed in the press. The press did not like it. Yeah, obviously.
He's a monologue or the sketches?
All of it, I guess. Like Vanity Fair wrote, Shane Gillis bombs on return to SNL. The comedian's monologue lurched from Trump jokes to date jokes without a single one landing, is what they said. But Mike Myers as Elon Musk saved an otherwise rough episode.
And he bombed.
That was terrible.
His Botox was so uncomfortable
he
to
looked
look at.
terrible.
Like, dude, stop it. You can't move your face.
Has he been playing Elon a lot? Like, I
No,
haven't
he's
seen
just
that.
desperate to get back on because he needs something to get going because he hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah. George Bush hate black people. That's what Mike Myers forever is. Just anytime I see him, I think of that. With
Well, because what happened to Mike Myers is like he is from a time of big acting, like goofy acting.
Yeah, over the top,
and then
yeah.
it became more real small.
broad. Yeah.
And there's a couple people who can get away with the big kind of acting. Like Adam Devine's really great at that stuff. He plays a funny.
But it seems dated now in a lot of places. You're right.
Yeah, but I mean, most of the time it's like it's just small. I think that's what Sebastian Maniscalco had to learn. You know, when it came to acting, was like his style on stage versus what they want in acting. It's almost like the scene and everything takes it over. But you know,
Well,
I'm happy.
yeah.
I like Shane Gillis. You know, I mean, like
I thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought the couple of beers thing was really funny. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, that was a great sketch.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
People were like, "That's a great sketch in 20 years." The only thing I thought was a good sketch, but if you can go, what's the best sketch? It has to be that Charlie Brown musical that they did a
Yes.
long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
That's the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a couple beers is great. It's right there at it. But that Charlie Brown thing, Pigpen. You know, I mean, that's Al Pacino. Come on, that's
it was fun.
I can watch that 1,000 times.
I haven't
I'll
seen it
laugh
in a million years,
just
but-
as hard at the last time as I did the first time. It was great, dude.
Yeah.
Or how about this pass
Yeah, it was
for a
good.
handy?
That was a good sketch. Yeah. He shows up to the wedding as an ex-boyfriend. It's
Because
like
you got to go like, yeah, these are high school kids that are watching this. What are high school kids looking at? Hardcore.
yeah.
I mean, like, that's what it is, dude. You got to beep that too, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Oh, God.
I've gotten now where if I have the time, I just beep it in the video. So the audio, people listen to audio, don't get the beeps.
Okay.
Because we're fine with that.
Listen, I am fine
rough.
because you're getting, you know, it really is like somebody said this before. Your favorite Saturday Night Live cast was when you were in high school because you just related to them, or in, you know, like 7th, 8th grade. That's who the show's for. You're at home. It's Saturday night. Your mom's letting you stay up and you get to watch Saturday Night Live. Me and my buddies from high school used to just do all the impressions. Pop you up, right?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we used to do that
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
Me
it
and
was
El
Will
Dorado.
Ferrell in that
Right?
cast for me.
Yeah. So that's who it's for, dude. But the problem I have is like the writers are too young. Like, you know, that we go back to that thing I showed you last week, right? About the guy, like, I'm just looking for a queer 19-year-old, right? Like that stuff.
Terrible.
That stuff to me is just like, no, that's why Hollywood isn't doing well because you've gotten rid of all the experienced writers.
Yeah, we said that last week, I think, talking about how they're all kids, right? But is that their audience, though? You know what I mean?
Who? Yeah,
Is
the
it
kids?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's killing with them. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
it's
I
just
don't
not
know.
working
Do they watch TV anymore? That's the whole thing. Who's staying up? Like, if you're older, are you staying up to that late on a Saturday? Are you in bed by then? I don't know, dude. Maybe their whole the whole thing is cutting up the clips.
I think it
and
is,
putting it out.
Because you notice now they would never do this before, but now they keep like back a decent sketch to just air as an unaired sketch from rehearsal.
Yeah.
They do that. And sometimes those are really good. They'll have
Yeah.
a digital short that
Yeah.
doesn't go to air that they had to cut that
I mean,
blows up.
50 years, dude. It's hard to, and you have the same guy running it. You don't have new eyes and a new guy. Let's run this different.
It's like what happened with Rolling Stone. It's the same
No, it's
thing.
like it happens with everything. Even this Comedy Store. It's like you could say it's a lot more corporate than it used to be.
Although, but you have to think though. Now, would it be if Mitzi was still there though?
No.
Right, but this is because of Lauren Michaels, and and Rolling Stone was because of what happened with Jan Winter. But she wouldn't have been that way, I don't think. Right, from what I've heard about her, I didn't know her personally, but I don't. Do you think it would be as it is now if she was still living?
No.
Right. So she's a little different, I think.
Who, Mitzi?
Yeah, than
Oh
these
yeah,
guys,
she
yeah.
was a rebel.
She just
she was
went
an
with what's funny,
outlaw. She was an outlaw. She was a visionist, and you know, towards the end, she didn't adapt, and it got really like slow. And then you know, when they got rid of Tommy, that's when Joe came back, and it just was like 5 or 6 years of just insanity. Now the store is still busy, and I love all the comedians there. You know what I've been on shows talking about? It's like they're nicer. It's more friendly, let's just say.
Do you go there for nice though? Is that what you go to?
Well, I mean, like I have to assume it's a new era, and I don't want to be one of these old heads, even though these old heads are right. But it's like comedy needs to be dangerous again. Comedy needs to press it, and that's for as much as you can dislike Angela, Leonardo Joni, she's pressing it, and so this video came out of it at this Waffle House in Florida. Everybody singing this rap song, white and black.
Yeah, I tweeted that.
Right?
I said, can a guy just get a fucking waffle?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. But that's it. It's coming together. Like on a street level, there's always going to be somebody when they hear a white guy say, like Johnny.
Here's the video.
I mean, Waffle House is like, every time you go to work at a Waffle House, do you just do the prayer, like, please let me get through this?
Yeah.
What is the hazard pay for working there? She's just like, oh, God.
All the niggas call me Jigaboo, bleeding concrete. Across the street, pardon me. What don't you pardon me? I ain't dissing on nobody, be I'm vibing on the beat. Honestly, I just try to be, I just gotta be.
It's like, I'm human resources, don't show my face.
Do you think they're just trying to catch these white people saying the N-word? Is that
So
what
they
this
can
is?
clock it?
Yeah, this is like
Cracker knockout
what do
day?
they call it? Entrapment in law enforcement.
Yeah,
It's just everybody stops all at once. When the N-word comes out.
Start beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Is it like that scene from Blade where everyone turns into a vampire and starts eating all the people? Well, so anyways, Johnny. So this weekend I was in Arizona.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
Yeah, you can get one very similar to that at bsmerch.com. Sounds
Whoa,
gay.
have we sold any of the boner shirt?
Maybe like right after it happened, we sold like one. Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. That's one of the best shirts ever made.
Yeah, we sold several atrocities. We sell like one shirt a month, basically. bsmerch.com. The most popular shirt, I think, it might be this one. Dude, they're plants. Without them, we have no oxygen. That was something you said.
Yeah, you enjoy that, Johnny? Is that fun for you?
Yeah, we need the updated logo on a t-shirt. Probably. Yeah, we've sold a few of the Sounds Gay event for sure. I think somebody actually tweeted a picture of them wearing it.
Yes, dude. Yeah. Yes. Give us those gay dollars, dude. Gay dollars.
So you were in Phoenix.
So I went to Phoenix, Johnny. Was a very interesting time. So, we packed the night before. I get up, because it was Phoenix, I could could get to the airport a little later. But so I packed my shit. I grabbed my belt. I throw my belt in the suitcase, get to Phoenix, put on my belt. It's too small. I've gotten fat. Right?
Wait. You got fat on the way to Phoenix?
No. I obviously gotten fat since I had to wear that belt because I'm always wearing True Classic, right? That works with my gut.
Oh, so you just hadn't worn your belt in a while.
Hadn't worn my belt in a while.
Okay.
And Daddy got a little fat.
When your belt is too small, that's
yeah, Johnny, I'm fat. You feel better now?
That's concerning.
You're like that guy that told me I should use my weight as a weapon.
That's a funny.
Every time you get tough now, I just want to kill myself. I'm like, you gave me an eating disorder, okay?
That's a funny.
So
and now your belt just gave you an eating disorder. Great.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta go get one. I need it before the show. There's a Target near the comedy club.
Are your jeans falling off, or you just like that look of having a belt?
I feel
incomplete without
a belt.
Okay.
I think I just don't like it.
Do you tuck? You don't tuck in.
I don't know, dude.
So
it
nobody
hangs
can
over.
see it. You just
yeah,
notice
but
it.
I don't know, man. I got a flat ass. Who knows what could happen?
You're worried about your pants falling off.
No, but I just think it's like
Mark Hamill. Did you see when Mark Hamill was on stage the other week and his pants just fell off?
No, what?
Did you not see this?
No, what?
Yeah, Mark Hamill was. Was it the Grammys or something, or maybe the Golden Globes?
He's on stage and his pants fell.
Pants fell.
Oh,
off,
that's
dude,
the Lord. That's the force right there.
100%, dude. And he didn't mention it at all. It was at the BAFTAs, is what it was.
The bathhouse?
The BAFTAs, you know, the British Academy of Film and Television.
Hamill is definitely getting exactly
hold on, I gotta listen
what
to
he
some
deserves,
dickhead.
this Trump derangement
There we go.
syndrome. But let's watch this.
I don't know if I can watch
In
this.
the room like me, you must love film. So what makes us love cinema so much that we're all gathered here to celebrate tonight? For me, it's that films create worlds so vivid and stories so powerful that we lose ourselves in them completely. They create immersive cinematic landscapes.
His pants just fell off.
I'm going to be honest with you. He handled that very well.
Look, he's still getting them on.
Nation can take you.
Yeah, that's a professional right there.
Now, you know, as much as I love Mark Hamill from his early days.
Me too.
And this new guy, which is typical liberal from the 80s,
Yeah.
right?
He's been in Hollywood too long.
Yeah, he's been in Hollywood too long. Like all these people giving away their Teslas. They're just
They're
emotional.
people are giving away their
yeah, they're
Teslas?
selling their Teslas.
Oh, selling them.
Yeah, they're idiots.
Idiots.
But they're selling the Tesla and giving it to charity.
That's so
Idiots. Anyway.
wait, so you're worried about that, though? That's what you're afraid might happen on stage?
Might
'cause
happen.
No ass.
Right? That shit your pants. Those are two things that anybody at any point, you know, any comic like that is deep down their side. Walking up with your zipper down, that's it. I've seen
The
people
shit in
do
your
that.
pants thing is unique to you, I would guess.
No, there's a famous story of a Canadian comic who shit his pants on stage, ran outside, took off his underwear, put his pants back on, came back on stage.
That's an ex-Coke person's
I don't know, bro,
worry,
but
I'm telling you.
he shit his pants.
Although Josh Wolf did call in that time and he had shit
He
his
did
pants, too.
shit on his pants.
Yeah, he shit on his
Not
pants.
in his
He
pants.
shit on it. You're right, yeah.
Yeah, on his which is really weird, and nobody knows how he does
It's one
it.
of the best stories
in the
we've
great,
ever had.
in the immortal words of David Tell, he Tony Hawked it, right? That's
I just took a drink of coffee as you were saying that.
oh my
Spit it
god.
out.
Anyways, so I go there. And Johnny, there's nothing like. Do you find hot chicks working minimum wage hot?
No, not
I do,
Not
I
any
do.
more than a hot chick's doing anything else.
No, hot chicks do. Like, who do you think's hotter? Hot chicks at Target or hot chicks at Walmart?
I don't make a distinction between Target and Walmart, really.
You think they're the same thing?
No, but the people who work there, I don't.
I'm gonna go with that.
Probably Target, honestly.
I think the chicks are hotter at Walmart because they have less options. They're so close to homeless.
So you just like the idea that they're backed into a corner by society almost. I got you. Okay. That's really what you like about that, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a good bargaining tool.
Yeah, you're like,
Where are you gonna go?
I got a little money.
Oh,
you
you're
have
leaving?
no options. Yeah.
Where are you going? You gonna go live in the Walmart parking lot?
You're gonna go live in the place that Walmart pays for? You know it's not nice. Why don't you just come hang out with me in my nice hotel room for the nice comedy condo in Phoenix?
So I go to Target. It's near the club. Okay, it's near the club, and I'm like, damn dog, I need a bigger belt than 36. I go, okay, let's go. So I go
worst
there.
feeling. It's
I
the
find the
worst.
hot chick, and she's like, I'm like, where are the belts? She's like, over here. I'm like, oh, you don't want to show me, but I thought that to myself. She's like, over there. So I go over there. There's another chick. She's cute too. I'm like, where are the belts? Because that's my big problem with the employees now of Anywhere. It's like they don't know where anything is, and I'm like, maybe AI should take your job. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
maybe.
it will now. Walmart's got a thing where it lights up in the aisle, like over the item, to show you where it is. It's totally.
Well,
yeah, they're getting rid of
I was
people.
joking about that. AI should never take human jobs. So, anyways, I go there, Johnny.
Yeah, I love that these hot chicks aren't giving you quite enough attention. So you're like, I hope you get fired.
I hope AI takes your job.
Elon's coming for you.
So I go there. She points to where it is. I start looking at it. I realize I got to get a 38, 34.
Oh boy. Wait, what? Why do you need a pant size, a pant, like a inseam number for your belt?
Because that's what they say. These are for the pants that are 38, 34. Yeah.
But what would the length of your pants have to do with your
I
belt?
don't know, dude, because it has to do with your pants. And then I realized, dude, I'm so fat, Johnny. I'm so fat that my waist is longer than my legs, dog. And I got long legs, dude. I have long legs. They couldn't even go all the way around my fat gut, dude.
I think my waist has always been wider than my legs.
No,
yeah.
dude. I think it's always been, like, I was like a 34, 32.
I'm always like 30, I think. Some 30, 31, something like that.
Yeah. No, I got 4 inches long. I couldn't even wrap my leg around my gut. That's how fat I am.
It's age, dude. Age is
Oh,
makes
it's
it
the
harder and
worst,
harder.
dude. It's the worst, dude.
Metabolism used to do everything, and now it
Oh
does
my
nothing.
God, it's the worst. So then I go to a comedy club, dog, and the first night, it's a lot of fun. This guy shows up, and I got a lot of great gifts from people. People were very nice. They give me gifts. They usually give me, like books, precious metals, crystals. This person gave me lettuce, dude. He gave me lettuce.
Huh?
This guy gave me lettuce.
I saw the picture online. But,
Yeah, he just gave me a baggie full of
a
lettuce.
Ziploc full of lettuce.
Literally lettuce.
Like pickled lettuce?
No,
Or-
just regular lettuce. He goes, I heard you like salads.
He made the lettuce? He grew
Yeah, I
the
think
lettuce?
he grew. I think he might have grown it, or he just bought it at the supermarket and gave it to me.
Does lettuce keep in a bag?
I don't know, bro.
Does it need to be refrigerated?
I don't know. He just handed me lettuce.
I would be careful about that being dosed or something. you
Yeah.
know, maybe he's trying to get you high.
Yeah. So I didn't. I thanked him for it.
Yeah, it's like that old that Hedberg joke where he's talking about guys giving out flyers. He's like, "Here, you throw this away."
Yeah.
That's when a guy hands you a bag of lettuce.
Yeah.
He's like, "Here, you throw this
the
away."
point is, Johnny, that he just cared enough to give me a gift. I thought that was very kind of him. Not that you have to give me a gift to show you care, but he wanted to give me something, a little token of his appreciation. And that was lettuce, which I hope he grew, because it'd be very weird if he went to the supermarket, just pulled off some leaves, put it in a bag, and handed it to me.
Honestly, the more valuable thing in that exchange was the Ziploc bag that he put the lettuce
Johnny,
in.
I save Ziplocs. I save bags from those. I mean, I just have closets full of bags.
I'm trying to find the picture of it. Didn't you tweet it?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
Oh, I'll go to your Instagram. All right. I can't believe. I mean, you threw it away, right? Obviously.
Johnny, I kept it forever. It's his gift, Johnny. He probably listens. You want me to be like, oh, I just chucked it?
Oh, here it is. Okay. Of course, I want you to be like
Shut
that.
up,
You
Johnny.
didn't eat this. By the way, that Downs that you tweeted is the hottest Downs I've ever seen.
Johnny, right there? I mean, my
Here's this guy,
God.
first of all,
Anyways,
are you sure that's? He said lettuce. Is that like wink wink lettuce? and it
no,
was
that's
like drugs?
literal lettuce.
That's so strange. But yeah, then you also
And then
sent
somebody
out-
say he looks like my son.
this is the hottest Downs I've ever seen.
Drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Fucking on
What
your
is
bitch
going
shit.
on with these downs?
That's
Like-
the hottest Downs I've ever seen, right there, though.
Yeah,
Like,
the
by
other
far.
time we saw downs that hot was an AI, and now God was like, oh, you think your AI is better than this?
That's like a. Oh, dude, come on.
And she's like straight up, like you go to her like you see her page, she's like talking about how she has Down syndrome. And then there's that other
I mean,
Down-
she can't be any dumber than most hot chicks.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
she's probably on par, but every guy is just like, would, can they get pregnant?
It's not often. This is another way the Downs are evolving. It's not. They used to be all out of shape.
Yeah.
All the Downs used to be out of
The
shape.
Downs used to have dad bobs. Dad
Yeah.
bods.
Even the girls, yeah, they had dad bods. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, now they're shredded.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
It's unbelievable.
You were so on top of that trend, by the way, more
Thank
than
you.
anything else. The Downs
Thank you.
rising.
Dude,
trend.
I've been talking about the Downs for a long time.
Yeah.
You go back to my first special in the Viper Room. I had a great bit about special needs people being hung like horses.
You should get the Lifetime Achievement Awards from the Downs.
The Downs, I mean, do
Association.
they have an award show where they get like...
They must, right? For like fundraising.
Yeah, but look at her. Like, Johnny, let me ask you something. If she gets an OnlyFans, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
we're getting a trial.
Okay.
We're getting a trial at the very least. There is the World Down Syndrome Awards.
Oh, really?
Correct.
What are some of the awards?
Well, let's look and see right here. There they are. The World Down Syndrome Awards.
She's racking it
Hottest
up.
Downs. Yeah, she's gonna
Hottest
win.
Downs.
Meet the awardees. Students for Inclusion, University of Malaga.
Okay, they all have a mask on, so we know they're retarded, right?
In-
For sure. That kid's special needs. Those people with masks are retards, right?
Employable, Canadian Down Syndrome Society, La Casa de Carlota. That's something in Spain. Make your voice heard. These Trisomy 21 France. Down Syndrome Advisory Network. I guess it's just groups that get like there's one award and you can get it. I'm gonna nominate.
Do you think she even wants to hang out with them?
Oh no.
Like the hot downs
No
wants to hang out with these
No,
downs,
no,
and
no,
she's
no,
like,
no.
no, go away.
No, she's like Mean Girls for them.
Yeah, she's totally Mean Girls, right?
Yeah.
That go away from me. You're losing my street cred.
She wouldn't even show up to accept the award. She would send somebody else. Yeah.
She's the bad baby of Down syndrome people.
Yeah. See, when she left, when she got out the hood, she's never going back.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
can forget about
God.
it.
Speaking of handicapped people, Saturday. No. Yes. Okay. So I do the show. I'm too fat. A guy. I have to get a 38, 34.
That doesn't. There's no second number in belt sizes
This said 38, 34. They always say that at least on these.
on belts.
Yeah. Because I think they think it's like pants.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Stash. Saving and investing can feel impossible, but with Stash, it's not just a reality, it's easy. Stash isn't just an investing app. It's a registered investment advisor that combines automated investing with dependable financial strategies to help you reach your goals faster. They'll provide you with personalized advice on what to invest in based on your goals. Or if you just want to sit back and watch your money go to work, you can opt for their award-winning, expert-managed portfolio that picks stocks just for you. Stash has helped millions of Americans reach their financial goals and starts at just $3 per month. Don't let your savings sit around. Make it work harder for you. Go to getstash.com/broken to see how you can receive $25 toward your first stock purchase and to view important disclosures. That's get.stash.com. Get.stash.com/broken. This is a paid non-client endorsement, not representative of all clients and not a guarantee. Investment advisory services offered by Stash Investments, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk. Offer is subject to terms and conditions.
So during the day on Saturday, my friend Kevin Bay calls me up. We go to Cactus League.
Oh yeah, spring training.
So-
you hit me up and you were like, I'm going to summer league.
Yeah, Cactus League I'm at. Yeah, Johnny. Keep itching your
My
head.
head itches so much, dude.
Shave your head, Johnny.
Oh, that's right.
Should we all shave our head
I don't
together?
want to shave my head. I have wonderful hair.
Okay. So I get a call. We can't, he doesn't have anyone on the Dodgers, so he can't get tickets to the Dodgers game.
Wait, what? Who doesn't have anyone?
So Kevin Bay works with pitchers and baseball players.
Oh, I see.
He
Okay.
trains them, which is great to talk to him. He wants to come on Punch Drunk and talk baseball sometime.
Why not?
Yeah, we'll have him on.
We've had every other
People want to come on
random
Cash
joker, you know,
Daddies
on.
too. Are we going to bring them back? Guess?
Yeah, it's a little harder to coordinate now that we do it live every time, but we can figure it out, I'm sure.
Well, I could just send them that, hey, when you come on,
We're on.
yeah.
Don't show us your dick.
Yeah.
Make sure you're fully ready to.
And Johnny, you got to say their name to introduce them because I don't want to butcher it. Miss Gazaski.
We've talked about this many times before, but.
Or we
it's just-
interview them before and just drop it in.
Sam, there is so much agita, so much anxiety
Oh, God.
surrounding saying the name of the guest on Tinfoil. You
Yeah.
can't understand. You can't appreciate it unless you've been in the room for Sam. Like, he gets really mad. Oh, there's so much. Probably have cut out 2 hours of footage over the years of him butchering names and then making me go back and fix it. And then him going, fuck, motherfucker. Like after the show, even like he's stuck with him, and he'll be like, after we stop recording, apologizing to the guests, like they give a shit that you didn't get their name right.
Yeah, I mean, people say, so this chick,
And I know what it is, by the way. It's you. When people get your name wrong, you find it disrespectful.
no, I don't.
And you're worried.
I don't
that
at all. I don't
Okay.
even correct them.
Okay. Well, then why wouldn't you assume everybody else? is
Because
that way?
I feel like I should be a better host and get their name right.
Yeah, but
So this hot chick
you're dyslexic.
did a Johnny, can you go on my Instagram and look at my stories? Can you do that where you click the
I
stories?
keep it right up here because I know you love to go tell me about your.
Shut up, Johnny.
I always got it here. All right. What am I looking for here? What are we looking for? This is the last thing right here. Light, spirit, body. Is this
Yeah, that's I'm trying to find.
Okay.
This chick did a really nice thing.
Did she poo on you?
No,
she
she
pee
didn't,
on
but
you?
I'm in. She basically told everybody to come and watch Tinfoil Hat. And she's very nice. She's like, I'm such a huge fan. I'm like, thank you.
Who did she tell that?
Her fan. She made a video about
Oh, really?
us and one other show, she said, for everybody to go watch. And I was like, thank you for doing that.
And what, we're just giving her a shout out now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, but because she butchers my name.
Oh.
And which is still funny, and I'm okay with it. And I am not upset with you at all. Okay, I can't find it. Dang nabbit, dude. Dang nabbit. Okay, it would have been great. So yeah. Anyway, she fucks my name up, and I don't get mad. I didn't even correct her, so thank you for the video. So I don't care. So anyways, Johnny, I go to Cactus League. It's Colorado versus Diamondbacks in Arizona. And let me tell you something about Diamondback fans. They got fat asses, okay? There's nothing but a bunch of fat ass, gorgeous girls walking around. Arizona chicks will have your baby, dog.
Okay, we went from Downs to Walmart/Target to the Cactus League, rating hot chicks today.
Why can't I?
I know, it's great. I just, I'm wondering where we're going to pop up next with the hot chicks.
Oh, I mean, do I have any? No, dude, that's it. So anyways, I mean, a bunch of fat asses, dude. And as I'm talking to Kevin, a guy he trains hits a home run. He's like, damn.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
How cool is that?
He's telling me how hard it is to make Major League Baseball.
Dude. Yeah, when the talent is just at levels on levels on levels on levels.
It's so hard to make it pro. It's so hard. And you know, when people make it for 15, LeBron 22 years, my favorite thing is everyone thinking LeBron has naturally putting up the best numbers of his career at 40 years old.
Oh, dude.
It's so great. You remember when everyone was talking about LeBron having LeBron doing steroids, getting busted,
when
and
all
then
his hair fell out?
and then the story just went away.
Yeah. That's why when all his hair fell out is when he started, dude. But I remember like there were a few people I played baseball with that were like had a cup of coffee in Major League Baseball, and they were so far and away more talented than any of the other people I ever saw, like locally. And then for them to just be fringe, like barely hanging on for a few innings in Major League Baseball, and there being so many more levels between them and a guy who's like a Hall of Famer or even an All-Star. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy, dude. And you just watch these guys, and sometimes they're just not tall enough.
And what is it? Like, I would love to know because I don't think they've ever defined this really. Are your hamstrings tighter? I know they have like the muscle fiber. We know about that. Like, there are different types of muscle fiber.
But Kevin was talking about how
what is it?
There's guys who pitch 100 can't even get in the league.
Oh, plenty. Yeah, plenty. There's guys in single A ball that will never get out of single A that can throw 100. Yeah.
He says if you're not to the big leagues around 24 years old, or at least what's the highest minor league?
The highest minor league is AAA.
If you're not AAA by 24, it's not happening.
Yeah. I mean, there's some pitchers that come in later, but yeah, for batters maybe so.
Yeah. Either you can hit it or you can't. It's crazy though.
Hitters. Yeah.
So
yeah,
we went and
sure.
did that during the day. That was cool. I love baseball. People hate baseball. I'm sure people listening to this right now hate that we're talking baseball.
Probably.
But I don't care.
It's a good way to chill though. It's a chill event.
It's the best. Stop trying to fix it. You want to fix baseball? Get a payroll floor. That's how you get it. Make Pittsburgh spend money.
We need a salary cap too.
I mean, fine.
Absolutely.
I'm fine with that, but I think a floor would even do more.
It would do more for some, but
so, anyways, Johnny,
cap would be much better.
So that was Saturday morning, but okay. So Thursday night, I get in. I have a fun show. They're like, yeah, it's a really good Thursday. Thank you. Do my show. Have a great set. I'm working with two fucking killers, dude. Two killers. And this is the whole thing I want to say to everybody. Usually people, I'm not saying everybody or anyone who's ever been brought on the road is not good or not funny.
He's looking up their names.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get their names right. But Reese Muniz and Brett Forte. Reese opened up and Brett Forte featured, and they are both murderers. They both murdered. And I had to follow that. And I don't mind it because I'm a killer. But they made daddy work. A lot of times people don't like to take on guys who are good or make them work on the road. They don't want to. if maybe we had a break in between, that they would take more. Like if you flipped it, where like the second best comic went first and the third best comic went second, and then the headliner, I guarantee you, comedy would be different. It'd be way different.
What do you mean? How would it be different?
So a big problem with comedy is that headliners don't take killers on before them.
Well, you mentioned that, yeah, that guys like will even intentionally kind of sandbag their own show almost because they don't want
to follow
heat,
anybody,
right before them.
Right? So they'll bring guys who don't bring heat, or like they'll bring like air conditioning machine to open for them. A hat rack. That's it. So they go up, and I get it. That's why like Rogan was crazy when he's bringing out Joey Diaz and Ari Shaffir, Tom Segura, like all these murderers.
Because he was making a show, right?
Yeah.
Rather than just.
So it's like these two guys super crushed. So, anyways, we do the first show. It's great. I have my friend come and shoot it. Heavy Feathers, Josh Heavy Feathers comes down and shoots the whole thing.
Indian guy?
No, he's a non-Jew. He's a Jewish-looking non-Jew.
And his name is Heavy Feathers?
Yeah, that's his thing on.
Okay. I thought he was like a Native
Heavy
American.
Feathers. Hold on.
Okay. It don't matter.
Yeah, he's fucking great. Heavy Feathers. Oh, here it is. Yeah, he's really good, dude. Anyways, so Josh is great. He shoots everything. So that night, I'm chilling. I let Brett crash in the hotel with me in the condo, so that he doesn't have to pay for a hotel.
He was in from out of town.
Yeah, he's a Canadian. He's been on. He was part of the Danger Cats. He's a good-looking Danger Cat.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah,
guys.
so he came on. He was staying there, and so that night, Johnny, I stay up pretty late watching pornography. And I'm gonna tell you something, Johnny. I spiritually paid the price for it. I woke up in a really spiritually awkward, weird feeling. I didn't feel right. I felt off.
Fascinating.
And I felt, because I've been asking God to help me stop this. I don't want to watch porn anymore. I've been watching it since I was a kid.
Oh, you can blow hours and hours. Yeah,
well, it's not even that, like, it's just the only thing left that, one, gives me an adrenaline rush, and two, it's like it's free, it's cheap, and it's just takes you out of yourself for a brief, however long.
Free or is it cheap? Which one? Are we talking about OnlyFans?
Cheap artistically.
Okay. I thought you meant you were like getting on some OnlyFans maybe or something like that.
It is what it is, dude.
I like to support the young ladies.
I used to pay for porn. I mean, like, these artists need support. So
What? So you almost had like a hangover or something?
Yeah, Johnny, a hand to God. So
how late did you go?
Like 2 a.m.
Okay. I mean,
and I have to go see my aunt who's like 94 in her senior citizens
living. That's a
living.
change of gears, isn't it?
Isn't it? And then you got to play nice with them, and it's just like, I love her very much. She is a great example.
Is that your family I met out there in Phoenix?
I think you met Frankie. And I will get into that. Frankie is a close thing to Buddha that I know. And Frankie and his wonderful landscaping. If you're in Phoenix, Arizona, and you need some landscaping, go to Damone Landscaping. Work in the Valley for over 40 years. So anyways, I go see him for a brief moment, say hi to him and his wife Eleanor. I love them very much. I go to a show. I'm spiritually off. My family, Frankie, the Damone family, have been coming to watch me do comedy for 30 years. And for 30 years, I've crushed. I had a weird set. I would tell you, even though I don't think I bombed, even though people were telling me I didn't bomb, I felt I bombed in front. You know what it's like to bomb in front of your family, dude?
I would never let my family see me perform.
It is the worst.
I know what it's like to bomb in front of literally everybody else, though. So
the club is a great club. I love playing the House of Comedy. I'm very blessed. I've been playing it since the second week it was open. So it's been open like 6 years, I think now, 6 to 8 years. I don't know. But I've been playing it for a very long time. I always have great sets there. Arizona is a great set. For some reason, it's Cocoon this night. It is elderly people. And I don't judge because I'm getting older. I'm going to be old too. I could be hip and cool. It is what it is, right?
Guys, we're well into 2025 now, which means that New Year's resolutions are starting to become New Year's compromises. If one of your goals, like mine was to eat healthier, Tempo can help you stay strong with their delicious, fast, calorie-conscious meals made with real ingredients. Tempo is a weekly delivery service that offers chef-curated meals from a dietitian-approved menu fresh to your door. Tempo serves up fast, feel-good, single-serving meals crafted to cook in just 3 minutes so you can eat well without sacrificing taste or convenience. And that fasting is really important for me because I'm always eating on the go. This is fast food that's healthy, with new recipes each week made from real ingredients and nutrient-rich. They make it easy to keep up a healthy lifestyle. Tempo's perfectly portioned lunches and dinners take the guesswork out of eating well, are fully prepared, and can be heated in the microwave in just 3 minutes. Tempo offers a variety of meals for different dietary and taste preferences. I keep it low carb. They have other ones protein-packed, calorie-conscious, and fiber-rich. For a limited time, Tempo is offering our listeners 60% off their first box. All you got to do is go to tempomeals.com/brokensim. That's tempomeals.com/brokensim for 60% off your first box. Tempomeals.com/brokensim. Rules and restrictions may apply.
So I mean, but they're old, bro. Yeah. And they're like, I think they're the weird kind of old too, where they're like
weird old?
Yeah, where they're like kind of old school where they don't like swear words, but they're also new school where they don't like mean jokes. It's like this bad combo.
The worst kind of old.
Yeah, it's like kind of what I think about upstate New York where I'm from. Like it's just a bad combo of like, we don't like swear words, okay, because we're conservative, but we don't like you making fun of this group because we're liberal. It's like that weird kind of thing. So my family's in the corner. They normally sit in the front. They sit in the corner. I'm like, that's weird. Why aren't you in the corner? So what happened was I made a mistake. I didn't open up properly. I opened up with a, hey, everybody, why is this table empty? And the front row was just empty. The place was packed. The front row just had 2 people. I'm like, why is this empty? And I should have waited a little while, work the vagina, do a little foreplay with them. Then you stick it in their butt. Not right out the gate. You can't go straight to butt. You got to make a little love first. But anyways, I'm up there and I'm like, I just want to burn this whole place down. But my family's there. I can't do this. So I'm doing everything. I'm just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at these people. Couldn't get any connection going because I felt off. I felt spiritually off.
So interesting. Huh.
I felt it. And I feel like the universe warns you and then it shows you.
Was that it showing you or warning?
I think I think it's a deep warning before showing. Like, hey, dog, you're spiritually up. Because, like, when you're following 2 killers who are incredible writers, there's not a lot of room for mistake. And you have to outdo that. So you got an opener who I think is one of the best young comics I've ever seen. And then you have a guy who's normally headlining because he wants a weekend to work out shit. Yeah, come down. He's normally a headliner. I'm coming up. I got raised the ante.
Do you think you need, because I've felt this, do you think you need your jizz energy?
I do need the jizz energy. I'm just over it, dude. It's just like, it's empty calorie stuff.
No, but what I'm saying is after, there's that post-nut clarity thing, but also you lose like kind of your edge after that.
100%.
You lose that drive.
So if you're constantly punching the munchkin, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're like, oh, I'm over it, dude. I'm just over it. It's like I've seen it. And yeah, it's an adrenaline rush.
It's fleeting, though. It's so fleeting.
But as soon as it's done, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I felt it bad. And then the next show, I had an okay set. It wasn't bad. But everyone's like, dude, you crush. I'm like, I know crush.
You can't trust people, though.
Well, because they're trying to talk me off a ledge. Yeah. I just had a bomb, and my family's like, we love you. You did great. I'm like, okay, you're talking me off a ledge right now.
Yeah, I guess.
You're talking me off a ledge, which is fine.
But you wouldn't believe anybody no matter what they said in that state, right? Like when you were feeling that you bombed, you're not going to believe anybody.
Yeah, I know. I like. There's times where I'm like, I don't know how I did. And people are like, dude, you crush. I get bomb ears, but I could tell it was weird. And it got really weird where I'm like, you guys are you guys taking this all serious? I go, Arizona, you're a weird state. You think you're red, but you're blue. You voted blue, and you're kind of purple. And the guy's like, we're red. I go, no, you're not.
No,
you are not red, Arizona.
watch the
You
news.
look red. Your women have red haircuts, right? Right?
Yeah.
But you are not red. You are a purple. That's probably why you're a great state. Super sensitive. And then I did a couple fucking Israeli jokes. I heard people go, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. But it's so funny because, I had a crush fest in front of Damones. The Damones have been coming to see me since Chili Bombers, which is like where their famous Joe Rogan
Wait, I thought
heckle
you said
story.
you didn't have a good set.
No. Yeah, I did have a good set.
You did not. Okay. You said you crushed it in front of the Damones.
No, I always crush it in front of Damones.
Historically. I got
For 30 years, I've been crushing in front of them. This is the first time I had a weird one.
So they get it. They know.
They totally get it. They love me. I love to the point where I love them so much. I think I would think about moving to Arizona.
Do you tone it down at all when you got family?
No.
Not at all, right?
Maybe if my mom was there.
Really? Okay.
That's about it. My dad, I was doing jokes about him, how bad his shit stinks when he drops a deuce. So, anyways, I go, okay, man. I got you, God. I get it. You've given me some signs. I listened to it for a little while, then I fell off. I'm good. I'm done. Don't do anything that night. Feel good with the Lord. Go to the next night. And this is when I knew it was going to be great. I go in the club. My dad's here. I pick up my father. He comes to the club. I walk him in.
Wait, where's he live now?
He lives in Arizona, northern Arizona.
Oh, okay.
But he
like
came down.
Flagstaff or something?
Yeah, he came down, and so I picked him up at his hotel.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's cool. He's kind of close.
dude, his girlfriend does not like me. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Just doesn't like me.
That's funny.
It's to the point where she sabotages shit. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I bring this chick freaking flat screens televisions for Christmas because I think they need new TV. Sabotages shit. Sabotages me all the time. Acts like I'm bothering her, dog. It's so crazy to me. It's like your classic, like, mother-in-law thing, even though they're not married. And you don't get along with the mother-in-law, or you don't get along with your dad's girlfriend or whatever.
Stepmom, man.
It's so, stepmom. It's so weird. I'm a lover, okay? I take care of my family. Dude just hates me.
She was there?
Yeah, we were going to go, where was I going to take my dad? I wanted to take my dad. He was in town. I wanted to take him somewhere. Me and Dana. Oh, the casino. Like, they wanted to go to the casino. She, as soon as they're about to go, she's like, I want to go to a hotel. I want to get out of here. We're going, you're going to go back in the room. No, go back in the room, I told her. I don't know what's going on here. You've done this to me a bunch of
Maybe
times.
she had a poo.
I'm taking my go shit. Dude, I have 3 bathrooms. You can shit anywhere you want. You can actually shit in the bathroom near the bedroom. Just fucking hates me, though. My brother doesn't even call my dad. This stays between you and me. They don't get along that well, as I talk about on this podcast, right?
Yeah.
They don't get along that well. My dad's girlfriend tells my brother, I like you more than I like your brother. You don't even hear from my brother. What are you talking about?
How do you know she said that?
Because my brother told me that.
What is her deal, dude? Do you think it's your comedy? It's like,
No, I think it's that she thinks I'm going to take him from her.
What, you're going to date your dad?
Or it's like if, maybe make him move out there without her. She just is possessive.
It's so strange, huh?
It's so strange. It's so useless. And she's
And she's above board, though, like on the up with your dad? Like, she's not, like, milking him or anything? Like,
I don't know. She takes care of him. That's the only reason I put up with her.
That's so strange.
It's just so strange, dude. So anyways, like, they were supposed to come see me. Nobody ordered a taxi. So they had to take a taxi later. I had to pay my dad, like, 200 bills.
I'm still taking a taxi anyway.
Well, my dad doesn't
Vegas
know.
is the only place to take a taxi now.
Oh yeah. So anyways. So,
Yeah, so you said
I go pick up my dad. I'm happy to see my father. I bring him in, and this is how I know it's going to be a great night. I walk in, the first thing I see, a paraplegic guy comes up to me, is like, zzz. He's like, "What's up, Nick?" And I'm like, okay,
That's your
it's
one.
going to be
That's
a
your
great
one.
dog. I need 3 more because truly, what John Lennon say about women in that song?
Woman is the N word of the world.
Yeah.
Woman is the name
Of the world. Yeah, paraplegics
Yes,
are the of the world. They can say whatever they want to whoever they want. Paraplegics don't care, dog. They can go in the middle of an NBA All-Star weekend and just go. And they would still. And everyone would be like, you just see the crowd go.
Oh, God, I got to write 55 minutes. We said the N word multiple times.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh, it's going to be a good show.
God, I hope this all works out for can I just tell you briefly? I hope this all works out because someday, if I ever have to get another job where people actually look into my public, what I've done in the past, I will be screwed.
No, you won't.
With all the times I've said the N word
it's
on here.
only going to get crazier.
I hope you're right.
And if I do my job correctly, you'll be able to say the M word at work. Okay, if I do what I'm trying to do. But dude, he dropped the M bomb on me. I loved it. I gave him the secret shirt.
That's the way to your heart, dude.
He loved it. I talked about it on stage. I'm like, dog, paraplegic can say anything they want. They can make Holocaust jokes. They can. They can do rape jokes. They don't give a shit.
It's the oppression hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
right
dude,
at the
there's
top.
nobody more. There's no punching down more than a paraplegic.
Oh, that's
Right?
good. Yeah. Physically and
Good for
literally,
you,
actually.
dude.
Yeah.
He come up on stage in blackface. What's anyone gonna do?
Yeah.
So I go, oh, it's gonna be a good show. Went up there, crushed. Felt good. Second show, they're like, hey, it's looking good for a late night Saturday night. I go, great. Did an hour of crowd work. So I think I'm gonna put out a special.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna put a crowd work special.
Crowd work special.
Because
Have you done
Josh
one?
filmed the whole thing.
Have you done a crowd work special?
Never.
Okay. That was kind of in vogue there for a while, right?
Big J just put one out. Big J put one out. So I'm like, I'm just gonna see if I could do it one time, right? Just see if I can, do. I mean, I've done one other 1 hour crowd work, and everyone's
Also,
like,
you have done a crowd work.
yeah, and I always call my crowd work opiate for the asses, right?
Yeah, I remember that. You got.
So I'm debating if I should call
opiatefortheasses.com. I believe you own
Yeah,
that. don't you?
I'm debating if I should call this one that too, or just come up with a new word.
What, like part 3 or part 2 or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, like part 3.
So you've done 2 after I just asked you, and you said no, I haven't done one.
Well,
You've actually done
I
2 of
wouldn't
them.
say it was a special. I put out an hour of me doing crowd work
Just like a
one
CD
time.
or something.
Yeah, or just like a video.
Audio. Oh, it's a video.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a special.
I got you.
This one's shot with 3 cameras.
Jeez.
Josh is great, dude. He put together this great promo.
crazy.
I'm blessed. Johnny Bancourt's great. Josh is great. I'm blessed to work with some people. So, anyways, grab my dad, bring him home, bring him back to his hotel room. Next day, I'm picking him up. I'm flying out a little later than normal because it's a quick flight to Phoenix. I call my father. We go get him. His girlfriend comes down, sits in the car. Doesn't want to come have coffee with us. Just sits in the car. I go, do you want me to leave the car running so the air conditioner? No, I'm good.
So weird, dude.
Dude, Johnny, so weird. It's just so weird. To the point you wonder if everything is sabotage.
Or if, like, was your dad talking shit about you to her?
No, my dad
Really?
loves me.
It
My
must
dad.
be, it's something
I'm the only one in my family who talks to my father.
There's something that she found out about you or has observed
No.
about you that is like a thing for her.
No,
that she
I
doesn't like. You
disagree
don't think
with
so?
that. No, I think
It's just
it's
jealousy? You really believe that?
yeah.
Okay.
I think she thinks that I'm going to take him away
So curious. Why doesn't she fear that from your other brother?
because my brother doesn't talk to him,
Gotcha.
right? So,
Huh.
and I love my brother. This isn't like my brother has my dad. My father, I love with all my heart.
Awkward.
But my dad did a lot of dumb shit, and I believe he did it so I could see what would happen if you do dumb shit. I really do believe my father's life and his behavior was just a warning for me
That's what parents are for, really, isn't it?
to don't do this. And like, it's a big reason I got sober. It's a big reason why, like, I'm just thankful for where I am today instead of being angry and thinking everybody's out to get me. I don't think any of that, you know. I do have problems with how I'm treated at certain places, but I don't even think that's so much personal. So anyways, so I grab my dad, we go grab coffee. I'm driving him to the airport because he's taking a shuttle from the airport. As we're entering the airport, my dad's girlfriend goes, Sammy, did you take your father to a restaurant last night? I go, no. Went right to the comedy club. Okay, because he's missing his teeth. I go, what?
What?
He is missing his teeth, Sammy. And I look over, my dad doesn't have any of his dentures in. He looks like a hillbilly. He's missing. I go, did you look for the teeth? Yeah. Your father got on his floor and looked for his teeth. He can't find his teeth. I go, why am I being told this right now when you have to get on a bus to go back? My father lost his teeth. He's walking around with no teeth.
How'd you not notice that he looked like Skeletor?
Because not like my father is like this.
No, but usually they're facial.
No, not like that. He has teeth, but he's missing like two front.
Oh, it's like
one
dentures.
front teeth. Yeah, yeah.
I got you.
I'm like, why do you tell me this shit? And they told me how much it costs for him to get those teeth.
Oh, yeah.
$2,500.
Yeah, expensive.
Why are we charging old people this much money?
I don't know. What the hell happened to his teeth? Did he eat a Laffy Taffy? Is that what it was?
Who knows where those teeth are?
We couldn't find the teeth.
No, I mean, like, dude, they didn't tell me till they were 10 minutes before the plane. I could have ran in and looked for the teeth. And they're like, Sammy, we can't find your dad's teeth. I could have gone in his hotel room looking around for it. I don't know why she told me right before we got
Why
to
did your dad tell you?
Cause I don't know. My dad is at that age where the gears are slipping.
Your dad lost his teeth, bro. What is that like? Dude, if he's anything like my dad, he's probably gonna wait like weeks before he goes and gets another set of teeth ordered.
I'm probably gonna have to buy him new teeth.
Did you call the hotel? Did anybody call the hotel and be like, "Hey, could you look for fucking teeth, bro?"
I'll ask. I'll call tomorrow.
You might want to call.
Be like, did you guys find any fucking teeth?
Can't believe your dad just misplaced
a
his
million
teeth.
things. You're like, your dad lost his wall.
Does he take him out to sleep?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's like really weird.
What if they take it out for sexy time?
Oh, you mean my dad going down?
It could be.
Would you want teeth or no teeth?
I don't know. I mean, I know.
Well, a woman, not a man, no teeth,
yeah,
right? You want no teeth.
Yeah.
You want a toother.
A gummer. Yeah.
A gummer. I wonder if women want a gummer.
Well, in your case, it's not really. Your dad's case, it's like he's just missing some gap. He's got gaps, right?
He's got gaps.
That's probably worse, having gaps.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
Chewing's got to be weird. You got to work in certain positions.
I bet he took them out for brushing them or something.
But he didn't eat at the hotel. I mean, at the comedy club. He only had a soda.
Oh, that's why she asked about dinner, right? Well, But would he have taken them out for any of that?
No.
That's so strange.
It's so strange.
My dad has weird teeth stuff too. Like he kept going to this woman, and they kept they did veneers on him, because his teeth. His parents never took care of his teeth as a kid, and they're just terrible now, and they just kept falling out. This lady doesn't know what she was doing. This dentist, and then finally we realized this woman does not know how to do her job. She's terrible.
Yeah,
and
we
went
just
somewhere
assume
else,
because they have dentists or doctor by them, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And then this other guy they went to was like, I don't know who the hell did this, but you should never go there again.
Sucks,
and,
dude.
Yeah, when you're in a
and you're
small
lucky
town,
that's just teeth. Some people can fuck your back up. I had that happen to my good friend.
Body? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
what happened to your
crazy.
friend?
What?
What happened to him? Your friend?
My friend, a back surgeon, messed her back up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
you got to make sure. You got to do your research, bro. You got to go to Yelp on that shit. If you're with a doctor, you Yelp that bitch.
So, Johnny, I go up there, I crush, drop my dad off, go to the airport, the Phoenix airport. I can't stop telling you it's the friendliest airport in the world. That's all it does. Welcome to the friendliest airport in the world. Like, what is that? What are you doing? Giving hand jobs? What are we doing here? What makes you happy? What makes you friendly?
I made executive platinum, by the way, for the first time this year.
Oh my God, Johnny, what does that
The
mean?
highest, the very high. I mean, the highest of the.
Dana won't let
status.
me do that. I just like put me on one. I'm flying every other week. Put me
Executive
on
platinum,
one.
baby.
Put me on one.
I'm very happy. I get a drink now. Even if I'm in coach, they still come back there and find me and give me a drink.
Okay.
Before the plane takes off. I board in group 1 every time.
Oh, so you're like a P Diddy guy. You went to a P Diddy party,
That's
basically.
right. Yeah, the best. I get upgraded all the time now to first class.
I'm so pissed. I fly all the time and I can't get.
I have the best luck flying, by the way. Last time I flew when I was coming back from North Carolina, this old lady comes up to me. I'm in coach. I didn't get the upgrade that time. And she goes, "I'm sorry, sir, but we have a funeral. Would you mind taking my seat in first class so I can sit next to Edna here?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" "Yes, of course I will take your seat in first class." Went over first class, took a nap. It was the best. And they,
Because you know what? You
I have
look
such
like.
good luck. It happens all the time.
Johnny, you are the exact opposite of me.
Yeah, you have the.
I can walk by myself at night because I look like I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
Nobody messes with me. It's like the seat next to me is always the last seat filled on the plane. Every time I'm like, oh, we're going to make it.
Yeah, nope. Yeah.
Nope. One person walls in. They're like, oh, I got to sit next to this guy. And it sucks. So anyways, we're flying Southwest. And bro,
I've never flown South.
we got a musical crew.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This guy starts doing jokes.
The flight attendant?
The flight attendant's doing jokes with a mask on. Bombing. To the point I was like, ha, 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 ha. I was trying to help him because
Why are people wearing masks again? Is it bird flu? What is happening? I've seen masks
because
everywhere.
they're ugly.
No, really though.
No,
I'm seeing them around
Johnny,
LA
you
a
think
lot.
I'm kidding? It's
No, but they're coming back in LA. I'm seeing them more and more. around
yeah,
LA. What
because
is happening?
because they're just idiots. They're intelligent idiots.
No, but is it vid or is it bird flu? that
I don't
they're
know,
worried about?
I
You
don't know.
Really? Okay.
I mean, they're trying
Have
to
you
tell.
noticed that though? I'm seeing them a lot
Yeah,
more.
Johnny, I've been flying forever. There's always retards with their masks on.
No, but I'm seeing like way more in LA is what I mean. Like shopping, there was a bunch of women in the store with just masks on.
Yeah, they're idiots. They all watch CNN or MSNBC still, and they just get lied to.
I mean, it's just
And it's just
stupid.
ridiculous. So, anyways, he's bombing. Then the chick gets on. She starts singing. Nobody claps for that.
Wait, the first
Then
guy
he
was
starts
doing. I'm sorry,
singing.
is the first guy singing or doing jokes?
He does jokes. Then he sings Tupac. California knows how to party in the city. And it's all like LA people.
City of Compton.
Yeah, and he's singing that. Johnny, we might get copyright for that.
Keep it rocking.
Yeah, you sound exactly like him.
him.
See of LA.
Watts. Good old Watts.
Yeah. And then she starts singing, and I'm just like, what are we doing here? Bombing, dude.
Oh, it's the most awkward thing.
It's the most, and nobody wants to hear it.
Nobody wants to hear
You can make
any of that.
a joke and get a good one, but man, bombing.
Were you inclined to heckle at all?
No. Told him afterwards, great job.
That's why.
I thought
Because
you
they've
did
only been encouraged.
Okay, Johnny, I'm sorry. I the comedian in me came out. I walk by him and go, hey, you should think about quitting porn. And I walked off. Your
Guy has
spiritual.
no idea. Yeah.
What? Stop watching porn. Your spirituality is off. I walked off the plane.
You've unlocked the code.
Yeah. So that was it, Johnny. That was my trip. It was a good weekend.
Phoenix
Hopefully
is
we'll have a
cool.
nice special. I mean, I had some great bits, and I was.
Did you plan to do that going out there? Were you planning for that to turn into that? Or are you just getting it recorded just for fun? Like what?
Well, Josh has recorded me around. I was like one of the first people to hire him. And he's like, hey, man, I want to shoot your shit. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay. It was he.
So he goes, I'll shoot all 5. And we made a deal.
He shot every show that you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And you might do it into one thing. Oh, okay.
No, but I wanted one show where I riffed the whole time.
But okay, I got you.
And
But it's still good to have the other footage. You can
yeah, but he's going to go in like there's a bunch of pockets of great crowd work and jokes. He's going to cut that up and put that out.
Were you wearing the same shit though? Like
No,
that?
like each night I wore something different.
Okay.
Like I wasn't shooting a special.
Right,
I
no,
said,
but what- so,
I want
yeah,
to
he
do
would have
a
to-
crowd work, and if it works out, I'll put it out as a special. And the second show Saturday night, 1 hour, I did an hour and 10 minutes, and an hour of that was crowd work.
God, I saw some old clip that was on YouTube of you doing crowd work the other day. It was the funniest fucking thing. I can't remember what it was. It just popped up in my feed.
Really?
Like some
Oh
old
my
clip
God.
from I can't remember what it
Johnny,
was.
next time we do Punch Drunk, we have to watch Fake Heat. It's the funniest thing ever.
We've watched that like 5 times on Punch Drunk.
So let's watch it 5 more. It's so funny. All right, Johnny, what else you
Remember
got?
what it was. That was. I got a couple of calls here.
All right, let's hear it.
You've got mail.
So someone has given us fairly convincing evidence of a shadow ban on the channel.
Okay, I'm listening. I need this.
I haven't heard this before. This angle on it, but to me, it sounds legit. So here we go.
Calling from sunny but freezing Canada. Just listening to your latest live Broken Sim, and you recently said about you getting shadow banned. I have actually seen evidence of this with YouTube Music. They have their own version of Spotify Wrapped, which is their recap, and it includes podcasts because I use YouTube Music to listen to podcasts. And I listen to pretty much all of Sam Tripoli's podcasts religiously, all 68 of them, and I did not see one Sam Tripoli podcast on my top 5 listen podcasts of 2024. And I believe that is clear evidence that you guys are being shadow banned. Also, when I tried to add another podcast of Sam Tripoli's to my podcast library, it says it violates YouTube's terms and conditions to add it to YouTube Music. So take that for what you will. More evidence of you guys getting fucked over by the big YouTube. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Is that crazy?
Dude, if you can't reach people on Instagram or YouTube, you are screwed. And I'm screwed. I'm just
unfair,
screwed.
Dude. It's so unfair.
I'm just screwed.
And we see, I mean, it's just video to video. The sun either shines on it or it doesn't. You know, people see it or they don't. Like they do this thing on YouTube where they encourage you to upload it well before you want to publish it so they can run these checks on it for it to be monetized, which means more people will see it. That's the main reason. We want to get the money, but it's not a lot for what
we want people to see it.
We want people to see it, right? So I upload them and give it a day, and it'll say, yep, totally fine. And then the moment I go to hit publish, right before that, it'll say demonetized. It's been demonetized. And then so I have to wait now for someone to manually come back, even though it's already cleared, to come back and review it manually, which takes a day, sometimes longer. And then by that time, you've missed the big window is that first day.
That's why when I hear all these leftists talk about cancel culture doesn't exist.
Shut up.
It's like because your side gets to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You don't understand. There's people on the other side that get just banned to the ends. It sucks, dude. It sucks.
And I know it matters because every time we don't have to do that, they go to 20,000. The YouTube, the Broken Sims, at least, it's like 17 to 20. And then if they don't, it's like 10 to 12, something like that. Every time. It's that extra group of people that are outside our subscriber
Lately,
list.
Twitter's been good to me, but that's the only one. But
you have a Twitter. That's nice. Fucking these guys.
Johnny, just take the Broken Sim and
I've
make
been
it.
tweeting from. I'm not going to put my name on it. Though.
Why?
What I'll do is just make my own.
Because you think you're dangerous?
No, not at all. No. I think that should
Why
be
don't
for
you
Broken Sim
just
stuff.
make a new Broken Sim?
I'm going to make a new one for me, and then I'll just... Because I want people... I just feel like it's not fair to the people that followed that because thinking they were just getting Broken Sim for me to take it out. I don't know. I just don't... That feels icky to me.
It's crazy, dude. Okay, any other calls?
Yeah, a couple other calls here. These... I screened these last week, so I don't remember them quite well. We were going to do them last week, but... this guy is complaining that he left 2-star, 5-star reviews and we didn't read them. I'm sorry. We'll try to get to them. This is Kenneth right here. Yeah, and he's got a creepy dream he wants to share.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Kenneth, and it's a pleasure to be on the show if y'all let it. I have had a experience back whenever I was like 6, and it's a reoccurring dream that I've had my whole life, but it's a dream that keeps changing over time.
Sam, have you had any recurring dreams?
I used to have recurring dreams all the time.
Like what? What were they?
I told you about running through a garage.
Oh, with numbers? Like math?
Yeah.
Like math problems?
Over and I used to have that all the time. Now, weird thing is, I've had what in recovery they call using dreams.
Yeah, I know
And they're
about
the
that,
best because you get a free relapse, and then you get to feel like a piece of shit from relapsing, and then you wake up sober. You're like, I have to go through that. Thank God.
Oh yeah, I have a recurring dream about failing college. Like there was a class that I just didn't go because I didn't go to class a lot. Just didn't like social anxiety, that kind of thing. I would just show up for the midterm, read the textbook the day before, take it, show up for the final. I did okay doing that. Like I didn't do great.
Shine, what was your GPA?
It was like between a C and a B. Like,
yeah,
for
me
college.
too, dude.
Yeah.
Me too,
I was
John.
all A's in high school because you had to go, but in college when you didn't have to go, I didn't go.
Yeah.
And I wish they
I
made
was
me go.
always an idiot.
I just didn't go.
I just can't even believe I graduated college because I really didn't even try.
But it happens to me all the time. It shows you how stressful school is that we still dude, I'm well into my 30s. Like I'm almost out of my 30s. And I'm still having dreams about college anxiety, bro.
So did you see this chick?
deep is that?
We'll go right back to this point, but this girl is suing her school because she graduated, got a degree, and can't read. Like they're dumbing us down, dude. No, high school.
Oh, okay.
They're dumbing us down, dude. They want us dumb so we can't participate in our politics.
Well, dude, there's no better evidence of that than going back and just looking at what the average person, like the diaries of these average soldiers during the Civil War, you know? Like, and the way these guys wrote was just they had access to so many more words and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, there were so many illiterate people, like the illiteracy rate was through the roof back then. Among educated people,
Johnny,
the education was so much
I just
better.
got to say this. The amount of data that those people were exposed to versus the amount of data that we're exposed to, it's so much more.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of cuts against your point, right? Them dumbing us down. Like, if you're saying...
No, but it's like, it's useless data. Right? It's like useless data. You go, hey, man, is knowing every name of every president as important today as maybe it was 100 years ago?
No, yeah. I would argue they had as much info. It was just other stuff that they knew that we don't know now. Like they
would have to get
they read
Johnny,
so many books.
Think about what you get on Twitter in a day.
Yeah.
Think about like what they got. They got a newspaper.
Yeah, but Lincoln, like
maybe a guy riding on a horse yelling something, man. That's it.
Lincoln, though, famously, like spent his nights, he would work all day and then come home at night in front of the fire and just read law books all night. That was his.
Because there's nothing else to do.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's the stuff they filled their minds with. They were still filling their minds with shit.
They didn't have TV to turn on to watch Sports Center or a million murder shows over and over again, right? And we'll get into the video I sent you, but go on.
I don't know what that is.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Don't you?
We'll finish with Kenneth here and his recurring dream here.
And at the time, I would wake up in the middle of the night screaming, and my mom would come in there and worry, and comfort me, and I'd be saying I wish aliens weren't real. And it was very terrifying at the time. But as I get older, the dream/memory just keeps changing. Like, it becomes more of a memory than it was ever a dream. And sorry, I get a little weird talking about it because it's just
He laughs when he's uncomfortable.
He's like
there's
you.
shadow figures in doorways where a white light is coming in through my room. And at the time, the dream was me. Well, I don't even know how to explain it. It was my dad and my mom. We were playing hide and seek in the house, and it slowly changes to where, because my dad wasn't with us at the time, my dad split up, so it made no sense. And it went from being chased around the house laughing with my dad to these figures in the doorways with 3 fingers and reaching out to grab me, 3 or 4 fingers, I don't remember. And my mom swooping her arms around me, and that was it. Like, it was just blank after that. And very strange.
Anyway, that's his dream. He wants to do hypnotic regression. And he calls back and tells another story, though, about how there's this property that I guess his family had where people kept seeing aliens, like, and there's this spot, like, the crafts, rather. Like, everybody saw, their neighbors saw these crafts, and they, like, left, like, these burn marks in their yard and shit. So this guy's clearly been abducted by aliens. I just mostly wanted to ask you if you'd have
getting his
recurring
butt
dreams.
probed.
Maybe.
Get your butt probed.
I saw, speaking of aliens, Bottom of the Ocean. I saw the movie Last Breath. Have you seen that with Woody Harrelson? This movie, it's a true story. I also watched the documentary after because it was so fascinating. This guy, they're called saturation divers, and they're the guys that, because you wonder who maintains these oil pipes that are at the bottom of the ocean, and they're divers that go out and they put them in these tubes and pressurize them so that they get used to the pressure of being way down, like 1,000 feet down. And then they go in this diving bell down into the bottom of the ocean. And this one night, it's stormy as fuck, dude. So the ship it's relying on a computer to keep it in place. It's got these thrusters that keep it in place, and the computer fails. And they get blown off course. These divers are still down there, tethered to the ship. So the diving bell that's down there starts getting pulled. And they're like, guys, you got to come back now, bro. Like, right now. So they're coming back, and they're connected with hot water, because it's freezing down there under the water. And oxygen, obviously, coming through this tether. And this guy, right before he gets back, he realizes he's snagged. His tether is snagged. And the ship is just blowing way out. It's a sailboat at this point. And they hear the tether like going like that. And then the guy's gone. They don't see him. They're gone. They get pulled away immediately. And this guy goes for 30 minutes without oxygen, dude. 30 minutes. They come back, and there's video. It's actually in the movie with Woody Harrelson. They use the actual footage of this little like a little drone, underwater drone, like coming up to him, and he's like twitching like this, like somebody who's like dead, basically, like their brain has died, but they're twitching. And eventually he stops twitching, and they finally get the ship back, like through just really extraordinary efforts of the captain and the whatever the second captain, I don't know what the vice captain.
Vice captain.
What is the second captain? I don't even know. What is
Vice
that?
president captain.
The first mate, right?
First mate.
Yeah,
Vice president, first mate.
By the way, a woman in the movie.
Of course, like that would never happen.
Yeah.
That's probably why it snapped, to be honest with you.
And no, I'm saying it's a woman in the movie, but in the documentary, obviously, it's a guy. And they get it back there, and the other diver goes down and pulls this guy up, dude. The guy, the Woody Harrelson character, the older guy, breathes a couple of breaths into his mouth, comes right back. Like nothing happened. They don't know how they assume because it's so frigid down there that maybe it like, and because maybe he got so much oxygen from the emergency tank he had that the 30 minutes he went without oxygen, his organs kind of survived off that or something. But like he should have been just completely brain damaged, dead. And he was totally fine.
Dude, that is such a crazy story.
It's great, dude. Dude, it's so tense.
All right, I'll watch that shit.
I recommend the documentary, too.
All right.
It's fascinating. Spoiler alert, by the way.
All right, Johnny, can we get into some stories?
Yeah, well, I got a call from a lady. I thought you would like to see this first.
Oh, is this like Johnny's hot, Sam's not?
No. I mean, I got plenty of those, but no.
Okay. All right, Johnny, feel better about yourself.
This is a woman. I'm just going to skip to I just wanted to play it because it's a lady, but it's her complaining about how expensive drinks are, which we don't need to hear that really. I know drinks are expensive, but I'm just going to play it because it's one.
Hey, my name's Lacey. I love your guys' podcast, Sam and Johnny, Broken Sim, Tinfoil Hat, Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deepwater, all my favorite shows. I was just calling with an atrocity.
She sounds hot.
And we were at a restaurant when we were on vacation about a year ago, and I ordered a whiskey with dinner. I normally order a Maker's Mark because I know it's good and cheap. It's normally like $7 or $8. So I say, can I have a Maker's Mark neat? And he goes, oh, we actually don't have that, but we have our house whiskey. Would you like to try that? I go, sure, that sounds good. So he brings me the whiskey. I sip it with dinner. It's good. I usually get 2 if we're out to a nice dinner. So a little while later, he's like, you want another one? I'm like, yeah, sure. It was good. Thanks. Then we get the bill at the end of dinner. My husband looks at me, and he goes, those whiskeys you ordered were $40 a piece.
What?
And I said, what? So we had $80 for 2 single-shot neat whiskeys. And I wanted to say something to the waiter. My husband wouldn't let me. He was like, don't cause a scene. But I felt like it was an atrocity because I literally asked him for a Maker's Mark, which is, like I said, a $7 or $8 shot.
So that is an atrocity.
I would say that's an atrocity.
Yeah. It's not like Yeah, no, that's
and
an
that's
atrocity.
disingenuous of the waiter to do that.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Okay,
dude, if you're going to charge somebody that much, you have to tell them how much.
If she's saying the regular price at most places is $8
for a Maker's Mark,
and you don't have that, but you have a substitute and it's $40, you
them.
should tell people that.
You have to. Yeah.
And like, I hope her husband didn't smack her around. Right? She's either doing one or two things. Getting smacked around or giving up butt stuff. Either way, rough night for one of our female listeners.
I was talking to my nephew on the phone. He's 7.
Okay, Johnny, please don't bring up your nephew after we're talking about
Well, no,
butt
you'll
stuff.
see why I'm talking about it. And he told me, he goes, Uncle Johnny, this boy at school, he said I had an ant on my face and he slapped me. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, he said I had an ant on my face, but I know I didn't. And he slapped me in the face. And then today, I play Fortnite with him, and we talk a little bit. And he goes, Uncle Johnny, don't get mad, but he slapped me in the face. That boy slapped me in the face today again. And my dad says, if he does it again and I don't punch him, I'm going to get in trouble. And I was like, what is it? There's a little psycho running around slapping kids in the face at school. My mom, I mean, his mother, my sister, talked to the school, and they're going to pull him in the principal's office tomorrow. This little psycho's going around slapping kids in the face.
Yep. Your nephew should go exact
He should punch him
revenge.
right in the nose, yeah.
Like maybe just take a pencil and just jam it into his hand or something like that. Hey, is that the one you slapped me with? Wow!
What is it? What is going on? This is like a Christian academy that this kid goes to.
Hey, dude,
psycho?
there's somebody not getting love. And that's my biggest thing, dude.
Too. Yeah.
I just want my kids to be able to fight because big black chicks are coming. Okay,
Yes.
They're gonna light you up.
That didn't have fathers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that video that got passed around on Twitter of that stepdad talking to that kid?
Yeah, and the kid keeps hitting him with the
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was horrible,
I don't even
and I
play
feel
that.
bad for everybody involved.
Me too. Yeah, because that guy, he's probably like
put up with a lot of shit.
But
and that boy,
that kid has no chance. That boy, like, no chance. Dude,
with the one hitting him.
Either of them, but really the one he's talking to, especially because he's right that his father doesn't want anything to do with him, and his mother is.
That's probably why he's acting up.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I just felt. I mean, but there are things. No matter how bad a kid is, you don't tell a kid. And one of them is that your father isn't here because he hates you. Basically, you don't tell a kid.
Well,
that.
I think that probably means that the guy's ready to end the relationship and he wants to leave.
Yes, yeah. Tell the mother that though. Don't tell the 12-year-old kid. I mean, it's horrible. Anyway, okay. You want to do some news? Okay, so it seems like we're finally, we talked for a while about Bob Iger taking over at Disney and how
I should not do a chew right now, right?
A Zen?
Yeah, I shouldn't.
I thought you said you only did one a day.
Yeah, I haven't done one.
I saw you do one during cash days.
I swear to God, I
You
did.
didn't really?
I swear
Okay.
on my mother.
All right.
That was egg salad sandwich. That was egg salad.
If it was that, you picked a big wad of egg salad sandwich out of your mouth and put it.
Hand to
okay, I
hand
believe
to
you.
the
I don't
Lord.
think you would lie.
Hand to the Lord.
Although
Johnny.
it is after. Well, no, it's 11. Okay.
Hand to the Lord.
All right.
I
believe you.
I never did. I did one at LAX yesterday, and that was it.
Why would you do it at LAX?
Because
you want us to go to sleep at LAX?
No, I wouldn't. It doesn't put me to sleep. It makes me poop.
No, I'm saying, don't you want to sleep when you're at the airport? Like
no, on the plane at LAX coming home.
Oh, coming home.
It does jazzes me up.
I got you. I know that, but I thought you were
Gets
flying out.
Gets me excited.
So Tiana, the Disney Plus series, has been shelved, which means canceled, really. That was going to be their long form streaming program. Tiana, little
Like Sarah?
brown girl. Yeah, it was like a brown princess girl.
So, but it was going to be a service or a show?
No, long form streaming content is what it was called. It was like a TV series, anyway, they've canceled it. It's this. There's Tiana right there. I guess I don't.
Poor
Wait, hold
Tiana.
on. Where'd the image go?
Poor Tiana. What is going on?
I don't know what's going on with this website, but this is evidence now that finally things are turning. It really, you can feel it though, that there's been good and bad, but that the worm is finally turned here. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be really hard. Even if you watch like the Oscars last night, so super woke. It's like you got to gut these people out. It's got to be burnt down. I hate to say it,
No.
But you got to burn out. You got to get rid of all the rich kids. They've infected the whole thing.
Well, I mean, don't you think the answer is just let them fail, like, and then we'll just go and try to
maybe
do better
the USAID not being able to send everybody money all the time is going to help. I mean, you got to cut it off.
Speaking, anyway, yeah, it's clear now with Kathleen Kennedy. We talked about this. She went out and did press this week, by the way, saying that because people were kind of framing it as her getting forced out, and she definitely didn't want that to be the narrative.
Of course, because she's going to try to work again. Everyone's like, "You suck."
That's what she was saying. She was like, "No, I'm going to go on and making films until I'm dead." Basically,
yeah, that's great. Hollywood's the only place you fail up like that.
Well, and then that's what they were saying. Like the reporter was like, "You've had some shelved projects." She's like, "They're not shelved. Those projects
they said that to her?
Yeah. She was very defensive during this interview, which was just, I mean, she was getting her knob slobbed by this
why
reporter.
not? You should just walk away and let them forget about you.
Well, but is she that kind of person? I mean, she's not, dude. So Conan hosted, of course. I
didn't watch the Oscars.
I've only seen clips, yeah, but he did this
he
funny
seems
joke.
the perfect guy.
Yes, he did. I mean, he's so tall, isn't he? He did this was pretty funny.
Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Don't worry, I'm lawyered up.
That's great.
Isn't that great, dude? Can't believe he did that. Sounds like he did pretty well from the reviews. So
I mean, he's perfect, right? He's perfect for that. That audience respects him.
Yes.
Probably a lot of them were on his show at some point.
Yes.
He went to Harvard. He checks all the boxes. Middle America somewhat likes him, right?
Yeah, enough. Yeah.
That he's perfect for that. I don't know what the ratings were though. I didn't.
They probably don't have him yet.
The woman who won Best Actress. What do you think? Did you see that movie?
Which one is it? Yes, I did. Honora is hilarious.
She was great in that.
It's great, bro.
She was good in that?
It's so good.
Good for her.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
Good
I mean,
for her.
it knocked me out. Like the trailer, I thought, oh, okay, it could be funny. This was why I saw it like the day.
What was
came
it
out.
about?
It's about a woman who works in a strip club who has like a Russian grandma, so she knows Russian, and the son of a Russian oligarch who's like 18 comes in there and meets her and falls in love with her, kind of. And like is like, you should marry me. We should go and have marriage right now. And like she fucks his brains out and just blows his mind. He's an 18-year-old. And so she's not wealthy. She's like lower middle class. She comes into this massive mansion, is living with this guy. And then his father, who's an oligarch, finds out that this has happened and sends all the handlers immediately, like an emergency, to their house and to separate them and to force her, I won't say anymore, but to annul the marriage. And it's about the hijinks that are kind of involved there and class warfare and stuff, but it's so funny, dude. It's
By the way, what do I say? Pussy's the easiest way to move up social economic ladders.
She learned it too. Yeah. It was it was very good. It had a good heart too. I think the film. So I pulled up some old Reddit posts. Remember when Adrien Brody was on stage at the Oscars?
I heard some of my friends said his speech sucked.
Well, I'll come back to that in a second. But remember this moment. Like years ago, when he kissed Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Now you had women on Reddit saying, "Reminder that Adrien Brody sexually assaulted Halle Berry in front of thousands of people at the Oscars."
Yes.
Now that's a mainstream take.
Yes.
That was an assault of some variety of Halle Berry. All the comments are about that down here, about how this was just awful. Now Halle Berry, I don't know. Did you see this? What she did? The woman who was assaulted,
Yeah.
Watch what she did to the man, her perpetrator. She was so affected by this that she did this at the Oscars backstage. That's what he did. There it is.
That was the infamous moment at the 2003.
Hold on. All right, I don't need to see you, bro. Here it is, right here. And she just comes up behind him and just mauls him.
I'm sorry, Georgina, but I gotta do it.
Oh my God!
Mario Lopez. Boy, he squeezed every drop out of that lemon, hasn't he?
But you know what, dude? I like him.
I do too. Yeah, he's a great fight fan.
Dude. That guy will F you up, bro.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's a great fight fan,
He's
too.
like worked it out. He's just like, hey, dude, I did this acting thing that's like huge with a generation, went back in it, did all this foo-foo stuff while being a badass in the boxing ring.
Most of those people that were on that show, except for like Dustin Diamond and the women, seem kind of normal. Like him and
That's
Mark
so
Paul
funny.
Gosselaar.
Except for Dustin Diamond and the women.
Yeah.
So you're just saying the two good-looking guys.
Basically. Yeah, that's totally what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So that was but dude, there was like among a certain subset of people, I saw it over and over again over the years that he like assaulted her on stage, and now she just does the same thing.
But Johnny, does that shock you at all?
No, of course not. But it's just another
that
example
women
of
see a
hypocrisy.
kiss like in Hollywood, that these elites are looking for any kind of grit. It's like people want credit for oppression they've never went through. It is the most classic Hollywood elite bullshit. Like they've done studies that like most of the people who got jobs through the DEI programs all went to Ivy League schools. It's total bullshit.
Yeah, they were the ones getting affirmative action too. There's all
it's all bullshit, Johnny. It's just
well,
rich
you mentioned
kids
that too,
grifting.
and that guy. Remember that Spanish coach that kissed that soccer player? He was found guilty in Spain of assault for doing that.
Dude, women have really screwed themselves. They've created androgyny, and it's gonna hurt them in the long run. It hurts them in work. Men don't want to work with women.
What do you mean androgyny?
Excuse me. It's what's the word I'm looking for?
Androgyny means like
I know they go.
both
That's not the
genders.
word. You're correct. Thank you. Point, Johnny. Give yourself a win or a
But
clap.
what are you trying to say though?
Where it's like sexless. It's there's everyone's
Sexless
robot
is a
at
good
work.
Oh, they're like androids. Is that what you're trying
No,
to say?
I forget the word. There may not even be a word for it, but it's just like women.
Anodyne? Is that what you're?
No. Do you think I was trying to say anodyne? Do you think I know that word means?
I think it fits. So let's see. I think that would be. Let's just give you credit. Anodyne, not likely to provoke dissent or offense. Inoffensive.
Yeah,
often
maybe.
Deliberately so.
Maybe, but they've just created this environment where men don't want to work with women.
You're totally right. Yeah.
Men don't want, like, I really don't. I don't feel comfortable taking women on the road.
Well, part of the excitement of working with women used to be that, like, maybe you'll meet somebody, at work, but unless
can't
the
do it
woman
anymore.
picks you out and like.
Well, that's
makes
why
it
that
obvious-
Joy Taylor's like basically getting fired.
Which is ridiculous. You didn't think it would ever go that way.
No, but it has to. It's why
be
these
fair,
teachers who bang students, these hot chicks, have to go to jail.
Yeah.
You've created this environment in which you should, which male teachers can't fool around female students, which we don't want. You can't be okay. Even though all of us, we talked about 1,000 times, if we were 15, we totally bang our hot teachers.
100%.
Like Mrs. Yeaman could have gotten it. I would never have pulled out on Mrs. Yeaman. Mrs. Yeaman could have got it. And her mom was so hot too. She could have gotten it too.
Her mother?
Oh, Mrs. Yeaman's mother was so hot.
Really? Do you
Oh
remember
my God.
I remember the hot moms. The hot moms were the best, dude.
Oh, dude, I go to my kids' parties. I'm like, oh, I get why you had kids. I throw one in you.
We had this dude, Lamont McIntyre, on our baseball team, on the All-Star team. And one of my good friends, his dad was helping coach the All-Star team, and his wife was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
My friend's mother. And Lamont was a black kid from the hood that I was friends with and didn't give a shit. He didn't have a lot of mentorship in his life. And one night we were walking into there, and he just turns to my friend's mom and goes, "I'd knock the dust off that pussy."
I would
and
too.
The whole team is like,
dude, I was in 4th grade. I told Mrs. Yeaman, she's like, it's really hot in here. I go, why don't you take your shirt off?
dude, my teacher.
And she just goes,
yeah. My teacher, I would do the thing on the bus where I would put my hand down before she sat down.
Johnny, you are a predator. Johnny, I was I was fooling around with the Gleason sisters very early.
Yeah.
Very early. They were little predators.
Yeah.
Little predators.
Isn't that? That was probably not appropriate what I did, but
Johnny, it was a different time. I'm telling you, Johnny, there used to be ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
You go up to chicks and ring the doorbell.
Yeah. Not just random chicks though. Let's
it was the 90s.
Unless you want to.
It was the 90s.
Maybe for you it was. The thing about Adrien Brody,
Johnny, don't throw me under the bus. You were putting your hand down, grabbing ass.
That was like 6th grade.
So what,
grade.
dude?
I was going for it. Dude, so Adrien Brody did the remarkable and bold thing of, let's see if they have his whole speech here. Here it is.
The Oscar goes to...
Okay. He, hold on. Let me cue it up here. And I just want you to see the response it gets, what he leads with when he goes on stage here.
I heard it was
awful. No, I don't. I think you'll disagree. Watch this. Watch what he leads with and the response it gets in the crowd.
They're already counting me down. Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you for this blessed life.
I heard he was great in it.
Listen to that, though. That response of him saying thank you, God, like the whole room just went shh. Like
keep going.
Took the oxygen out of the room.
If I may just humbly begin by giving thanks for the tremendous outpouring of love that I've felt from this world and every individual that has treated me with respect.
I thought he was great in that Lakers show.
I feel so fortunate. You know, acting is a very fragile profession. It looks very glamorous, and in certain moments it is, but the one thing that I've gained having the privilege to come back here is to have some perspective. And no matter where you are in your career, no matter what you've accomplished, it can all go away. And I think what makes this night most special is the awareness of that and the gratitude that I have to still do the work that I love. Winning an award like this is it signifies a destination, and it's something my character references in the film. But to me, it also, beyond the pinnacle of a career, it is a chance to begin again, and the opportunity to hopefully be fortunate enough for the next 20 years of my life that I can prove that I am worthy of such meaningful and important and relevant roles.
Yeah, because he had disappeared for a while.
I share this with my fellow nominees.
How hot is that black chick?
I don't. What's the beef with this though? I thought this is.
I don't know. My friend said it was the worst speech he's ever heard. And I'm like, this is pretty good.
I know he's being grateful.
As a guy who's older, you're like, you appreciate the things you have.
Totally.
That's why, like, I got everything late, and I'm like, oh my god, this is such a blessing.
He seems just grateful and kind of humble, honestly, to me.
Can I just say something? And I somewhat talked about this on Conspiracy Social Club today, but I really just want to reiterate this. I have a major problem with his girlfriend.
Adrien Brody's girlfriend?
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Who is it?
She used to date Weinstein. And I'm sorry, but like, there should be something about like, you dated a monster and you're allowed back into Hollywood. I'm sorry. You should be excommunicated with everybody else who kissed that guy's ass, fully knowing what he was doing. And you know, I have felt in Hollywood that I have had people push me out because I've called out certain people.
Yeah.
And defended other people.
There she is right there with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. I'm sorry. She used to date Harvey Weinstein. I find that disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Because she perfectly knew what he was doing and who he was.
She had to.
And she's allowed back in and she could hang out and she could be like nothing happened.
Yeah. No, I got you.
I'm sorry.
That's gross, yeah.
It's gross. You're gross, lady. I don't care how hot you are. I don't care if I didn't know you, I'd drink your bath water, okay? But the minute I found out that you dated Harvey Weinstein, I find you to be a scumbag and should be excommunicated with all the rest of the scumbags. Yeah. You co-signed on that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way she didn't know, right? There's no way.
Everyone knew. Because they all were there with him doing it.
So Kanye is, he's
I bought the Yeet coin, went right to zero. I was hoping every time we had a little chaos that coin would just shoot up.
Yeah, that's not. Oh, it's a pump and dump, huh? And that's it. And if he comes out with his own coin, maybe it will be somehow relevant. He's deleted them again, huh? Yeah, he goes on these rants and then just deletes everything afterward.
Yeah,
like
because he's a little unstable.
Yeah, he was out there. Let's see, somebody has surely screenshotted them. I had links to them, but
Johnny, what does schematics mean?
Schematics are like technical drawings of something like.
Okay.
Like
I used the word wrong.
Like a blueprint.
Because everyone's like, because you know all the people who got the Epstein files, they got a lot of shit, right?
Okay.
They got a lot of shit, and now they're kind of like on their heels right now. And you know, one of these guys was like, if Israel's so bad, why does Netanyahu say thank you to Trump and all that stuff if Israel runs everything? I go, because I said schematics, but I meant it. I forget the word I was trying to say.
Like schemes?
It was just part of it's a process. It's just theater. It's just theater to keep the lie going. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
I don't understand that point they made even. That doesn't even make sense to me on its own. I don't understand.
Yeah, listen, we talk about this all the time. I love Jews. Jews are great. I love them. I don't know where I'd be without Jews in my life in many different ways. It's like Owen Benjamin says, the deli Jews, right? They're your friends. They're not in on it, but Jews are being forced right now to come to grips with that there's a part of their group that doesn't have humanity's best interests at heart. Yeah. And it doesn't mean all of them are like it. And that's my whole thing. It's not all of them. It's like, but there's no other group that defends all of them at all costs. Like it's the way Jews defend Mossad is like Catholics defending priests or Catholics defending the Jesuits. It's like, no, dude, there are psychopaths within your group. And you have to, there's no other group. Black people, disavowed gangbangers, right? Like
they hung on to O.J. Simpson for a long time.
Well, because that was a time in which they were like, you know, we're going to try like shit. We're blah, 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 blah. I think, you know, they probably were right. I mean, dude, to sit there and go, there wasn't a time institutional racism within law enforcement that cops were basically created to catch runaway slaves, for sure. But you can't defend the worst of your group. You can't circle the wagons around the predators. You have to let the predators pay the price.
Yeah, and it's better if you do it within your own, police your own community too.
And it's starting to happen. You see a lot of them, but dude, so many of them. Just like, no, dude, that's no, it's not anti-Semitism. It's to say Mossad was involved in 9/11. Mossad was involved in the death, in the assassination of JFK or the SSS Liberty. You can't do it. Like Lex Friedman is finally getting exposed as a knob. As a just
What's the latest thing? Because we've always had a little.
Well, the Tim Dillon clip's been going around, and I love Tim Dillon. Yeah, I love him. I know I probably came off as very jealous of him a long time ago, which I was. He kind of came into town and just fucking kicked ass. And, you know, being around here a long time, I was like, what the fuck? What about me? And I never wanted anyone not to do well. I just would like to have been treated with love too. But Tim Dillon is the best at podcasting. I think he's the best at it. You see him with Steve Bannon? It was so fucking funny.
No, I don't, for whatever reason, Tim Dillon never comes up in my algorithm.
Really?
I never see
He's
him.
great. I love Tim Dillon. You know, but my whole thing is like, we got to kill political correctness. We got to kill it.
It's killing. If we don't, it will kill us. It is a virus.
It allows predators to hide. It allows certain people to have certain privileges, and it's stupid. And I'm against it. And that's why I'm for paraplegics and blackface.
It's also just like, it's that thing that like Mike Myers trying to do that where he was making fun of Elon saying, comedy is back, you know?
Yeah. Legalize comedy. Shut up, man.
No, if you're pretending that comedy was destroyed by this shit.
Yeah.
It was ruined for years.
It was ruined.
Years.
By progressive whites who allowed all these stupid rules to happen. And every time I just see another where some Jewish person is just shitting on white people. And I go, this is why I don't take any of this fucking hates everywhere bullshit serious.
How does SNL rationalize that, though, where they have Shane Gillis, a guy whom I bet a lot of the guys on there like had a problem with, especially the younger cast members had a real problem.
Not that he's famous because...
Oh, really? You don't think so?
No. Because there's no honor in Hollywood. It's my problem with LA. It's why I don't like so many of these people. And I root for comics. I defend comedy at all costs now. I handled the Owen Benjamin shit wrong. If I could go back in time, I would have defended him day one.
Yeah. What's going on with you guys now?
Dude, I wish him well. I do my own thing.
So Kanye was talking about how he's going to go on Andrew Tate. They're going to do a show together, a podcast together, which, I mean, Elon subtweeted that was like the most entertaining outcome is always the most likely.
Yeah. And I'm cool with it.
That's going to be wild.
Let chaos happen.
Those guys, though, the Tate guys, I just don't. Oh, man, they make me nervous. There's something weird about them to me.
Well, yeah, because they have a weird background. And
it's very strange. And he lies about it, like when he got out of.
They all do, dude. How many of these people that were pro censorship, pro Me Too, pro vaccine, all that stuff.
That was a good one.
And now they're like going backwards, acting like they weren't. You totally were. And I'm not saying there needs to be a price to pay. Like I was talking to Josh Denny, and he's just like, "Why is anyone giving us credit for being right?" I go, "Because they were all wrong, and they'd all have to admit they were wrong."
So speaking of the RFK had he wrote an op-ed, about the measles.
Yeah.
Which some people were saying is a flip-flop on that.
Well, he's trying his hardest.
He's saying that this measles outbreak is a real threat to human health. It's been reported the left isn't even giving credit for that. This is why he shouldn't do this, because the left not giving credit for it. They're saying
never
he's
going to like him.
flip-flopping and he's giving mixed messages.
Nope.
But he strongly encouraged people to get the MMR vaccine. He says the measles outbreak is a call to action for all of us. Vaccines not only protect individual children from measles, but also contribute to community immunity, protecting those who are unable to be vaccinated due to medical reasons. Sounds a lot like the government during COVID.
I agree, dude.
Now, what Candace Owens brought this up. Japan banned that vaccine 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The MMR vaccine.
Yep.
Do we typically think of Japan as a country behind in healthcare?
No.
Obviously not. No.
They're very advanced in almost everything, except for having sex and children.
Yeah, but
they don't have kids anymore because they're too busy watching eel porn.
By the way, this is the only notification I'm allowed to get on my old Twitter account. We're adjusting your Premium Plus subscription on March 22nd. They're increasing the prices. That's the only notification I'm allowed to get on my old Twitter.
Absolutely offensive.
And I'm only keeping it because that's the only way you can't contact support on X anymore unless you pay for that. So I'm just hoping that if I keep it, they'll give me my Twitter account back. But anyway, yeah. So RFK, does that worry you, or do you think that's just kind of the table stakes? Like he's got to kind of pay lip service to that.
Yep,
to
he
do
has
what he
to.
wants
But I also think.
Does it worry you?
Yeah, it does. Of course, everybody in Trump's administration is playing the game of like saying shit that they walking back shit, flip flopping. It's happening over and over again, and I knew it was going to. I'd still take Trump over Biden or Kamala Harris because they would be doing most of what all the bad stuff Trump's doing. Plus adding trans and gays and feminists to it.
Of course, dude. I told you about this
and
before.
political correctness and BLM and all that garbage that we can't stand.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. Mar went on Pod Save America, and it was just funny listening to these two generations of Democrats, how different they are.
Yeah.
They brought up the trans issue,
Yeah.
and Mar was just like, you guys are never going to win another election.
You're never
going to
win.
Stay on this issue.
Most people just want people to live their life.
That guy was defending, the Pod Save America guy was defending the California policy about not telling the parents.
It's just because they probably don't have kids.
No, of course not.
Right? So
and Bill Maher doesn't have kids, and he's on the right side of this issue.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And again, it goes against common sense. Common sense is punk rock now.
Yeah. I want that t-shirt.
Yeah, it's out.
So RFK,
go to tinfoilhattT-shirts.com. I want you to see it.
It's on there? Okay.
Yeah, will you look at it real quick?
I'm just going to read the story. I'll pull it up while we were looking at this. Steak and Shake is the first fast food retailer or seller to RFK their fries. They're cooking in beef tallow instead of the
I got to use the bathroom.
The seed oils or whatever that we
Can you keep going?
Yeah, I'll pull up your t-shirt here. It's tinfoil hat t-shirts. So
yep, tinfoilhattT-shirts.com.
TinfoilhattT-shirts.com.
Oh, by the way, the Zuck shirt has been taken down from Etsy.
Are you serious? Yeah. It's probably because the F word, right?
No, but it doesn't even say the F word.
I see it right here. Well, oh, it was on Etsy, you said?
Yeah.
It's on the this website though. I don't see this common sense thing.
Put it up.
Yeah, I don't see it. We lost Sam again, guys. He's zened and now he's shitting. As has become his habit lately. He zens and he shits. Johnny here. It's 3 a.m. I just finished editing the episode. I'm about to upload it. This is my normal plea. If you would, just take a second, if you haven't, to review the show in whatever app you're in. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're listening to it, you can also download it if you want to help us game the algorithm a little bit. It's very helpful. Okay, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. And if you want to get the show early, people on Patreon have already heard the show. Same with Rockfin. It's patreon.com/Broken Simulation. Rockfin, Broken Simulation there as well. You also get the video early with like 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes of extra footage. Anyway, if you don't do any of that, we still appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show. What else do I have while we're waiting on Sam? He must be having a difficult movement. I hear him coughing down the hall, though. I think he's coming back here. It's funny, this Luigi Mangione, did you see the thing Jon Stewart did about him? He had him listed. Jon Stewart was talking about kind of raging against the system and stuff, and then he started spelling out Mangione's last name as like an idea for a government program like those that we might need, and he spelled out Mangione, and then he's like, wait, no, don't do vigilantism. But
I'm for vigilante.
But the left has become really enamored with this guy who murdered a guy in the streets.
Well, because he fits everything they want, shredded and gay, and that's what women love.
Does that surprise you? That just surprises me that they. Usually they're so against gun violence, but this Mangione guy is like, they're all about him.
Kevin Blatt has hit me up that somebody sent.
Is that your tape broker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to risk it all.
Oh, risk it all.
That he got sent a tape by somebody that they think is Luigi Spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
And this dude has a hammer on him. A hammer, dude.
Oh, is this straight or hetero or
gay
or homosexual?
Gay. Huge.
Is he gonna broker this tape?
No, he can't because they can't confirm it's him.
Oh, okay.
There's some honor involved.
Well, that's got to be a problem, doesn't it? And with the AI stuff now.
No, but this is a real video. Right. But they can't confirm that it's actually him in the video.
How do you ever confirm it? What, you interview, ask people, like
you go, hey, is this you? That's the only way you go to Luigi Spaghetti. Okay. Is this you in a giant dick?
Do you accept these charges? Yeah, dude, that's my giant dick, bro.
Is that your giant dick right there? Yeah, dude. Look how big my hammer is. Let everybody know. So now all these chicks are waiting in the hall to see him because women are just...
They love criminals. Yeah.
It's just crazy to me.
Speaking
of criminals, Johnny, what about that video I sent you?
Where'd you send it?
Casey Anthony?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's end on that.
Okay. Well, we're not ending on that because I want to talk to you about this. Could be your problem. Okay. This woman, she started with a burning sensation in her feet. Over the next 2 days, the searing pain crept up her legs. Any light touch made it worse. She had pains in her legs. On the third day, the 30-year-old, an otherwise healthy woman from New England, went to the emergency room. And her white blood cells were all over the place. They were crazy. Turns out what she had...
Super heavy leg syndrome?
A parasite living in her legs. That
like
was causing,
venom?
Yeah, that was causing super heavy legs for her, dude. The larvae are picked up by slugs or snails, and in them, they develop into third-stage larvae. Rats are infected with these by eating an infected slug or snail. From the rat's gastrointestinal tract, the larvae migrate to the animal's brain, where the larvae go through L4 and L5 stages and become adults. So they caught them in her legs, but they were heading for her brain to become full-blown, like Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, like brain parasites, dude.
It's unbelievable.
So maybe get your legs checked out, bro. You might have a parasite.
I've had my legs like that.
Yeah, a lot apparently, right? Like, what do they tell you? What's the latest on the super heavy legs?
I mean,
any updates?
I'm the spokesman.
Any updates on it though? Like,
no, dude. I mean, my legs are so heavy right now because I worked out so hard today.
I noticed you kind of
Johnny. I've been going since 9:30 in the morning,
limping around a little bit.
I have bad. My hip hurts. I have a bad hip.
You have a bad hip?
Yeah, probably from drugs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then the Trump Zelenskyy thing. It's kind of fallen in between shows for us, but while I'm pulling up the video, we can talk about it briefly. It really was one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Like, do you agree? It was
very weird, and I don't necessarily dislike what Trump did.
I don't dislike it either.
So,
do you think it was a setup?
Well, Trump could be like, oh, dude, this Epstein files thing blew up in our face. Let's
What do you
put on
mean
a
by
show.
that? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, because they gave the files to a bunch of Zionist influencers,
Yes. Yeah.
and the files
woman,
that they gave out were files that were already out.
And Kash Patel apparently has like some more that he was told about that are going to come out.
I don't trust any of them, dude.
So you think they didn't release? Is that what
I
the
think they
blowback is?
destroyed most of it. I think we know everybody involved. I think we know it.
Because there are a lot of fake lists too that were going around.
I think we know all of them. And it's just every person you go, why is that person in power? How's that person still in power? Why is that person do what they do? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, because they're blackmailed or they participate in something. What's crazy is how the P. Diddy stuff, we still haven't heard anything about J-Lo. She's allowed to walk around freely, and everyone's saying she smuggled a gun in to a party that was used to murder somebody, allegedly, and nothing's happened. It just gets in there's a predator class, and it's like house cats trying to take down mountain lions. It's just, they're all cats. Some are hunters.
Attorney General Pam Bondi was duped into thinking she had all the files related to the investigation.
Here's the problem. That the population has become too educated for these idiots to pull stupid.
I kept saying there has to be more. There has to be more. Bondi said Saturday. I was assured that's it.
She's so full of it, and it's blown up in her face. Her brand is dead. Her brand is dead. She's a scientist, Zionist. She's done. She's a Scientologist. She's done.
Bondi said she found out from a, quote, whistleblower after releasing 100 pages of flight logs and Epstein's contact list that the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, the famously corrupt Southern District of New
Comey's
York,
daughter is involved.
is sitting on thousands of pages of documents that had not been handed over to her. She is now seeking additional information through the FBI. That's where Kash Patel comes in, who I mentioned before. But yes, she's claiming to have been duped on that one, Sam.
Yeah,
and
I mean, of course. What else?
don't buy it,
And she, dude, this is what I'm telling you, man. I don't know what it is, but nothing has ever been like this Twitter right now, where you can lay in to masses of mankind, and if enough people do it, they hear it and they have to respond. And we're seeing it over.
That's why so many left.
Of course they did, because they knew they were going to hear it.
The latest thing is she says that the FBI delivered a, quote, truckload of Epstein files after she put out a hard deadline. So we're expecting more. That was 5 hours ago that we have a story that she was delivered from the FBI, a truckload, which is what they use. That's the kind of word they use when they're going to take a long time sorting through it and getting it out.
We don't need to sort out. Just put it out.
Just put it out.
You guys.
Twitter files. They just
I
put it all
know
out.
these Master Mankind probably watch the show. We know everything. You just look stupid when you don't let us know what we already know. You'd actually gain a lot more from us if you gave it to us and allowed us to go, yeah, we were right.
But the Zelenskyy, so do you think that they came in there like, hey, let's give this guy a spanking in front of the world?
Because everyone's giving us shit about this Epstein drop.
And you think it was you think it was diversion, not even that it was politically
Yep, it was a
expeditious
diversion.
Oh wow. Okay. Why do you think he chose to let Vance kind of take the lead on giving him the whooping?
I think Vance is trying to, because someone's got to follow Trump if if they don't allow him to
But
do it.
it's weird to Trump. When have you ever seen Trump cede the spotlight? Like you know what I mean?
They both tag team, and Trump is like, yeah, lay into him, dude. Go off hard on him. The biggest
Vance
one
was really impressive to me, though. Didn't you think he was impressive?
This is what they want. They want, wow, Vance is a guy who's a straight shooter. And then the other guy's like, why aren't you wearing a suit? Huh? You don't own a suit?
Yeah, that was funny.
Huh? Who are you, dude?
He does dress like he's. I mean,
No, but
it's weird, right?
when he went to go meet Netanyahu, guess what he was in?
Was he in a suit? I didn't.
Yeah, guess how about the guy who had a heart attack from Philadelphia, who walks around in sweatpants? Guess what he wore when Netanyahu spoke at the Senate or in that hall where he gave that big speech?
Yeah.
Guess what he wore? A suit.
Did he really? Oh,
Yeah.
That's fine. You never see him in a suit.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I thought this headline just made me chuckle. My Chemical Romance's Bob Fryer was found with a nitrous oxide next to his body, so his chemical romance led to his death, apparently.
My Chemical Romance guy died?
One of the drummer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, can Nitrous do that?
I don't know, dude. Oh, yo, are you like, what? Okay. And then you sent me this video. But yeah, that whole, it was like watching history when watching that press conference.
I like it because I like straight shooters. He maybe could have done with a little less emotion. That's the difference between then and now.
Yeah,
They used to call out each other all the time. We used to have politicians with balls. That reminds me of it. People just don't understand. This guy, Zelenskyy, has said American sons and daughters are going to fight in this war. Fuck him. All those people that showed up and protested Elon Musk's Tesla, get them on a plane, send them to Ukraine. Send them to the Ukraine.
Well, then the UK pledged right after this pledged a huge package
listen,
of
we
weapons.
have UK people that listen to this, European people that listen to this. I love you guys, and you guys have to pull this back in. Do you guys see that? Like in Germany, you can't show anything Nazi, including swastika, unless you're shitting on the ADF.
Elon, yeah. Well, it was Elon.
Or Elon and the ADF.
They got Elon with that. Him with the carrying
unbelievable.
And then Trump, officially paused military aid to Ukraine today, which is
which will just be sent to Israel, which will just be sent to Ukraine. But I'm telling you, Johnny, I do feel like the people of this country have said no to Marxism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Many times.
And I think you're going to see them say no to Zionism. And I have way more faith in the right getting rid of their leaders that don't listen to them than I do the left.
The problem with Zionism, though, is you got the religion thing.
Yeah, but I still listen. The right for a very long time got rid of the crazies at the far right. Now, as a man of Christ, okay, I love thy neighbor. That's who I am. I'm not into hating. I'm never going to get into that. To hating people. I will never do that. Just because they're whatever group they are, I won't do that.
It hurts you to do that too.
Yeah, it's not my style. But I think you're going to start seeing people really, really get tired of Zionism and Israel first. And I think it's coming.
We'll see. I hope you're right, but I think they're a little too clever to allow that.
Maybe.
The public.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so this is Casey Anthony's put out this video. By the way, looks fantastic.
By the way, killed a baby.
Yeah.
You have to remember that every time you look at.
Oh no! Officially, she did not kill a baby.
By trial, she did not.
Yeah,
but
so let's say she did not kill a baby. But
yeah,
Sam,
but
Sam thinks she killed a baby. Let's say that.
Yes, Sam. If you had to put money on it,
and yeah, anybody who has looked at the evidence, thinks she killed a baby. But, wait, where are we here?
Okay.
She looks great.
Today is a Saturday, March 1st, 2025. This is my first of probably many recordings on a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011.
I wonder what happened in 2011.
In this capacity, I feel that it's necessary.
By the way, I just want to say, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but that thing, researcher, is just something that a lot of people are appending to their names lately. That doesn't mean shit at all.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny? And I don't think the left claims her either. But it's so funny because she's like, I'm a researcher. And the left makes fun of people who do their own research, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. No, you're right. All right, back to Casey.
If I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself. And also advocate for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony.
Yeah,
my
we all know who you are.
What?
My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to...
Your own father jumped on the sword and said that he did things to you so that you could get leniency in your trial. Like, this is the problem.
Wait, you know that he said that just for that reason?
Well, I would say that.
Okay.
Because you remember when that chick in South Carolina let her...
And the car went into the water?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, I did all this stuff to her. She shouldn't be put to death. And it's just, again, we cannot come to... Like, even now, we're like, oh, she looks good. Our monkey DNA comes in, and it's like, that's why she killed somebody. I was getting stretched today, and I told the guy stretching me, Derek, I go, dude, you see how she looked? She looked pretty good. He goes, she killed a child. I go, okay, point to you.
Wait, are you still going to that stretching place?
Yeah, I get stretched all the time.
It's just a place where people stretch you out.
Yeah, stretch my legs. I just do my legs.
Your holes too? Or is it just
No, not my, he's not taking crowbar to my beehole.
Again, to reintroduce myself. I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity.
What?
Moving forward,
In your car?
the majority of what you will see will be me speaking
Well,
in
she said
a
there's a
professional
reason
capacity.
for that because it's in her car for a reason.
My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools.
Also, does she have a right side drive car? Does she have like a foreign import car?
No. It's very weird with
she
cameras.
flipped it.
It looks like it's flipped.
She mirrored it.
All the time you see me do those drive-bys, it looks like I'm driving on.
Some apps mirror the thing. Yeah. It's mirrored footage.
And resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to.
But what are you advocating for?
So with that,
It makes no
please
sense.
join me on Substack. If you
She's advocating for the classy ladies OnlyFans is what she's advocating.
What is she? I don't.
makes
Explain
no
to me
sense.
what you're
Yeah.
advocating
She's
for.
a researcher.
What made you make this video? What are you researching?
She's promoting her smart ladies
right, but
OnlyFans.
what is she doing?
I think it's probably going to be shit about like legal issues that she's going to ramble about legal issues. Sounds
Well, you know, it's
gripping.
like that fat chick who sued Lyft.
Yes.
Whose
Somebody
leg,
says that last one, by the way, the second one that we played was not real. Someone said that guy's like does comedy sketches. I don't know whether
Which one?
The second one where the guy was talking about the sensor in his car. Someone said that was not real. I couldn't confirm.
I don't know. I don't remember the video.
The guy was like, "No, you see, look on the dashboard. See, it says Yeah, someone said that's not. I don't.
That's
but the
another-
first one we know was real because that woman was trying to sue people. Yeah.
Yeah. She lost, but now she's made over.
She already lost.
Oh, she already lost, and they say she's made almost $1 million on OnlyFans. Guys are disgusting.
Oh my!
Her legs have backs.
Oh, that's sad for us. All right, let's finish this here.
questions, I will set up an email address where we can correspond directly. Up until this point, that has never happened.
I like that.
And it's only going to be on a limited basis regarding legal issues, legal matters.
That is, don't send me your dick, is what that means right
no
there.
dick pics.
Please, no dick pics.
One of the main reasons that I'm doing this, there are people close to me who have been targeted and attacked recently. There are also people close to me who have had some recent things occur. And
Like your daughter who you killed?
Yeah.
And when necessary, people needed to step up, myself included. So, as a proponent for the LGBTQ community, for legal
Now she's a lesbian?
women's rights,
I don't know.
Yeah. Are you?
I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now look at as a blessing as opposed to the curse that it has been since
Does she have the turn signal on?
Here, play.
2008. With that, these aren't going to be perfect.
Yeah.
They're not going to be edited most of the
She's got the fucking turn signal on.
time. They're not going to be short. But I am proverbially standing in the light.
So she literally, dude, just pulled over to make this video. She's
So,
like,
yeah, I
I'm going to
gotta
do it right
I
now.
gotta
I've been
do it.
waiting,
Yeah.
so I got to do it.
And I
It's
don't
just
care
gotta
if
happen.
most of the cameras on the sunroof and the window. I don't care. I'm like in the bottom
I've
2/3
gotta,
of it.
you know what happened, dude? One of her friends called her and was like, girl, you've been thinking about this you just got to do it. You got to do
Girlfriend.
it right now.
Her boyfriend's like, I don't care what she did. She's hot.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
gonna
her
keep hitting
boyfriend.
it.
Yeah, her boyfriend's all
Right?
about it. Yeah, and
So
then
go-
she's like, I'm just going to do it. I'm
Imagine
gonna
if you
pull over and
brought
do
her
it.
home one night. Guys, I want you to meet my girlfriend, Casey.
Yeah, well, you don't call her K. You call her like K or something like that. So your parents don't quite. And they're-
CA, K.
Yeah, hi guys, this is K. And then later they're like, boy, she looks up. Did she?
Is that-
No, well,
She's too hot to be her,
No,
right?
it's not Casey. That's
Yeah.
not Casey.
Yeah,
She's in
exactly.
jail, right? Because she killed her daughter. She's
Yeah,
in jail,
yeah,
surely.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought they put her to
She's
death.
shiny.
Yeah, it's what happens when you get in your 30s. You got to start putting like cleansers and stuff and like creams on your face.
Yeah.
Embracing this piece, still going to keep
I wish she'd embrace my piece. If you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Johnny.
my privacy intact.
You
so
just
we
lost
will
all the female
get very
listeners.
comfortable with my car.
What female listeners?
And
We've had people
Hey,
say they love the show.
I could get real comfortable in her car if you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Johnny.
I will explain in great detail why it's so important for people to protect their privacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just important to public figures, it's even more important to private individuals. And with the current climate in our country especially, it's that much more important, which is why I am utilizing the Substack platform. Yes, I am advertising this and publishing this on TikTok, possibly also through other meta platforms, but my intention is to separate from that and showcase even more why Substack is such an important resource for people to utilize.
Tomorrow, Substack's like, yeah, we canceled your account.
I appreciate your time, and we'll see how this goes.
Doesn't this sound a lot like she got a bag from Substack, though? Like, because she's telling people to get off of social media.
Why would Substack do that?
I don't know.
I don't see any positive on Substack's side.
What? You remember
and they're
that?
like, dude, we're so pro free speech, we let baby killers on. Is that what you're saying?
What was that woman, that hot chick who got with the cold sore, who got accused of murder in Italy?
I don't. Amanda
Knox. Amanda Knox. Wasn't she doing something like this too, like legal advocacy?
Yeah, there should just be a website, hot female killers. Try to convince you they didn't kill.
Yeah. Amanda Knox says her mission, this was just last September, her mission is to advocate for the wrongfully convicted. So now she's got her own thing that she's doing, Amanda Knox.
Yeah, they should have a show together. Have you seen this girl on Instagram? Let me see if I can. I'm never going to find it.
Does she have Down syndrome?
No, but she like does her whole podcast.
Her whole? Oh.
No, like almost spread eagle with camel toe.
Yeah, I see it all the time, and they pretend that people are coming there for whatever they're talking about, and really it's for that.
And it's just like hot chick dumb comedy is destroying the internet. It's so,
our fault though. It's mine and yours because every time we click on that,
it's guys going
We can't not click on it.
We
dude.
can't.
We're
it's
so
our
dumb.
monkey DNA. All right, Johnny, I gotta go.
What's the word?
Casey Anthony.
Okay.
Casey Anthony's guilty.
Allegedly.
No, yeah, I think she is.
Sam thinks Casey Anthony's guilty. I do too.
All right, guys.
But I don't know the details of the case.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was an okay episode.
Sounds gay.
Sounds gay. I'm in.